say it's holy. Can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kid me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. I can't fight it, let your light come shine on me. Yeah, ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Yeah, hey, carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Come see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain, he poured it over every stain until he coming. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory
Hey, yo. Whoa. What's good, what's good, what's good? What's good, chat? Happy Monday. All right. What up, chat? All right. W's in the chat. www. Morning, everybody. W's in the chat. All right. W's in the chat if you are ready to get the week started right. If you're looking to have a W at the end of the week, type a W in the beginning of the week and set the pace, man. Set the pace for your trading here this week. Let's go, let's go. Amen. Another week. What up, Gotta Trade? Gotta Trade's here. Yanosha's here. Louis G. That guy TK's in the house. What up, TK? What up, George VDM? George VDM in the house. What up, Purpose? What's good, what's good? Mike Go. All the mods in the building. What up, Chola? Chola's in the house. Buzz Blab is here. What's good, Buzz Blab? What up, Wags? What up, Xander? How y'all feeling, man? Everybody doing good today? Did you guys have a good weekend? What's up, Alfonso? What's good, what's good? Good morning, Jessica. How was everyone's weekend? Was it a W? Looks like a W. Looks like a W. Dope. Dope, dope. What up, OGH? OGH, what's good? What up, Perez? I see you. I see you, Perez. I see you. Richard Lewis in the building. What up, Richard? What up, AJ? Stevie Mac in the building. What up, Stevie Mac? Let me just pull the Zoom up here, guys, and get this all set up. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning, good morning. Rob Trades in the building. What up, Rob Trades? What up, Ewan? All right, let me send this Zoom link. What's good? What's good here? What'd you guys do this weekend? Did you guys do anything? Anything special? It was Mother's Day, right? Did you guys do anything for Mother's Day? I figured we're a little late today. I figured I'd give everyone, I think everyone should be pulling up by now, but figured I'd give you guys some time here today. We had daylight savings on Sunday, so this is going to be, right now it's 7:30 a.m. here. What up, Arnie? That's good. All right, I think I'm good. Let me just share my screen. All right, cool. All right, Zoom link is out. Let me grab my tools here. See if we good. All right, cool. What up, family? Happy Monday. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's a big week here. Big week. Hope you guys are prepared. I spent a lot of time at the desk this weekend reviewing, going through things, and just preparing myself, man. We got a big week. We got some news coming in too this week, so it should be pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at the news. Let's go ahead and pray real quick, and then we'll get underway. So, Father in heaven, thank you for a new week. Thank you for blessing your people as they move in and as they settle down here today, Lord. I pray that they would reap the harvest, Lord, for the work that they're doing, that it would be 30, 60, 100-fold for them, Lord. I thank you for it, and I pray over them, and I just give you all the glory for blessing them. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Z Gamer is in the house. What up, Z Gamer? What's good? What's good? All right. All right, let's go ahead and begin here. As you guys settle in, give the stream a like for me. Welcome all the new people too, by the way. A lot of new people here. Welcome in, welcome in. That one guy's in the house. What up, that one guy? But yeah, so welcome in, gang. It is Monday. It is what is it today? The 11th of March. Yo, good morning, Joseph. Happy Monday. So happy Monday to you all, and welcome in. We're gonna have another week here in the markets, trading the New York session. It's another day. It's another opportunity for us to be disciplined. We have a playbook, and it's every day is an opportunity for you to be disciplined to that playbook, to be a professional, and to not take this for granted, man. You know, you've got capital in the markets. You've got whether it be funded, whether it be your own personal live capital, but you have the opportunity to, you know, pull money from the markets. And the only way you do that consistently, long term, and have W years is by being professional. So some of you guys do really well full time. You guys are sharp. You guys are studs. And look, it's going to take, you know, the professionalism that it took you to get to where you are now in your life. It's going to take the same professionalism here, right? This isn't like a game or a gamble. If you do it right, you don't have to do it again, gang, and you can get yourself out of that vicious cycle. So that's my hopes for you today and this week, that you stick to the plan that you made. You know, I know a lot of you guys made plans this weekend, and you said, I'm not going to blow another account again, or, you know, I'm not going to break my rules this week. I'm not going to chase things. I'm not going to get greedy or get fear. And this is the battleground. You know, you're here now. It's one thing to plan it. It's all good. You feel all great when you're planning it, but now it's time to fight. You know, it's time to battle. And, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's all war. Right? And are you going to stick to your guns? Are you going to stick to what you told yourself you were going to do, because you know that works, and you know that most traders know the change that they need to make. They just have a very hard time making it. So don't be that guy. You know, don't be that guy. Stick to your guns today and all week, and don't mess it up. All right? Don't mess it up.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy. You're a disciplined professional trader now. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got going on today. Again, is the 11th. It is Monday, and it's pretty dead here today. There shouldn't be, you know, anything crazy. It's all yellow. Nothing that has to do with the dollar at all. So nothing really for us here today. It should be just a normal day. You know, I wouldn't expect like crazy volume, but, you know, I would expect to see like decent price action. So one thing we have tomorrow is CPI, right? So for that reason, we could be a little rangy here today on this Monday, but, you know, we'll open up the charts. I haven't looked at anything, so we'll see what's in front of us here to look at today. But again, going to Tuesday now here, the 12th, which is tomorrow, you have a lot of news coming up, right? So you got CPI tomorrow, which is a major news event. That's going to be coming in here at 8:30. And then you also have the 10-year bond auction, which is another red folder, but that's not going to be till like 1 p.m. So we don't have to worry about anything outside of CPI tomorrow. Well, we don't have to worry about anything ever, right? We don't worry, but we don't have to look out. Yeah, I should use that term. We don't have to look out for anything news-wise in terms of Tuesday outside of CPI. So that's all that's going on there on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, which is the 13th here, nothing, right? Nothing going on. Just a bunch of yellow folders for the pound and for the euro. And then again, this is going to be later on. All we have is 10:30, which is the tail end of our session, which you'll see crude oil inventories coming in. But that's about it for Wednesday. And then as we move on to Thursday, which is the 14th, you've got retail sales, you've got unemployment claims, same thing as always, but we do have PPI here as well. So big 8:30 on Thursday there. So that should rock the markets up a little bit. I would expect to see a lot of volume on Thursday here. And then Friday is just this red folder here. So it should be a really good week. That sounds like a great week to me, to be honest. A chill out Monday, and then things really get ripping tomorrow with CPI. That should pump volume into the markets for Wednesday. And then you got even more news coming out on Thursday. That should pump a lot of volume. So it looks good. Looks good. I think it's going to be one of the best weeks we've ever had here on the stream. I think it might be the best week of our life this week. So let's be prepared for it. Let's stick to the plan this week, and let's commit, right? Let's commit to those plans that you made this weekend, and you will do very, very well this week. So let's go ahead, open up the charts and do a top-down analysis. And if you guys haven't liked the stream, give the stream a like, G. Come on, don't be cheap. Yeah, give the stream a like. It's Monday, man. Let's go. Love our chill Mondays. Yeah, chill Mondays are chill. Yeah, wake up, get out of bed, like shake, get some energy, stretch out a little bit. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Don't be like the average people. My mentor would tell me, Nick, we're anything but average. Don't be average. The average guy's sitting in the bed under his covers, all toasty. Got his laptop on his chest, not even on his lap. Wake up a little. Get excited. It's Monday. All right, let's do a breakdown. Let's go ahead and talk about gold here. Let me just grab my tools over here, and we're good. So let's go ahead and look at this weekly, or let's just take a look at the monthly here. Let's break it all the way down. So you got the monthly candles here, which are obviously moving up, right? We've broken through. Let me stretch it out. Before all this went down, right? It's important to know really what's been happening here. So before all this really went down, right? This was the way price looked on the monthly time frame. And you had this area here of these all-time highs. Let me switch the color. You had these all-time highs here, right? And every time we moved up into this area, which was basically from like 2000, as you can see, to like 2019, or I'm sorry, 2021, 19-ish, like right in those ranges, right? So every single time we came up there, we would reject, right? As you can see, one rejection here, right? And then we would come down and we would come back into this range here. And then you have the other rejection here, where we came up in this area. We attempted to break the high, but failed to do it, created that resistance, and then same thing, drove back down into these ranges, right? And then we came up again for a third time, rejected again, and this time price did not want to move down in these ranges here. So as you can see, every time we kind of came down into these zones, but we stopped on this one. So all of a sudden now, fast forward, you've got price which pushed up, right, closed above. Let me get rid of the white lines. You had the resistance that was formed that couldn't break, right? And then what happened? You finally had a closure above, right? So notice how we never broke the highs until we actually got that close above. We need that close above, whether it be on the monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour, 30-minute, 15-minute. We need that closure above, right, to say, okay, price is ready to go. So, price rejected here. We created that resistance, and just like we did the last two times, you would expect price to come down into these ranges, right? And price did. Price came down. We tapped into the support and just rejected off of it. So there you had the move up. The next candle closed above, and then that's when the all-time highs were ready to get smoked, right? Because the next candle made a bottom wick, right? Drove up and broke the highs there. So you had that closure above. Now, look, as long as you're staying above this range here, right, this overall resistance level, we're good to move up. We're good to move up. And as you can see here, you got one, 1, 2, 3 taps, right? 3 rejections to this previous resistance there. And every single candle failed to break below, right? So what happened here? We closed bullish, price created support, And then this candle, which is now March, has just juiced up, broke this high, and filled this wick to the left-hand side, also creating new all-time highs there. So gold has been on a bullish run here ever since we, you know, broke above this resistance. It's just stayed above there, right? It stayed above there. We created new support. You had this wick right here. If you broke that high, you were gone. I was expecting a little bit of a steeper bottom wick. Right, there's almost no bottom wick on that candle. What I was also looking to see is if February's candle was gonna close above, right? And February's candle did not close above, which made that a little tough to jump on those early on in the month, because not only did the candle not close above, right, it closed weak doji, but we also never really made a bottom wick, right? So sometimes on the monthly candle, excuse me, if you're gonna have a bottom wick right here, right, that's gonna take, right, if this candle's a month long, that could take a week, that could take 2 weeks sometimes. So for this guy not to give us anything and just juice up was a little abnormal, and honestly pretty cool, because gold broke up and just started breaking highs and filling that wick, which was dope. But that is that's what's happening here on the higher time frame, just so we have the overall picture. Now, we're not really trading this exactly, right, but we want to keep this information in the back of our head, right, while we trade gold this month. And you know, we juiced up, we got no bottom wick, we broke the highs already. I mean, we still have 19 days left in this month, right? Still 19 New York sessions left. So you know, it's good to know where we're at on the higher time frame. So let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's just moving up here. Same thing as we mentioned before when it comes to the breakout. As you can see, like, you had this range here, right? And this was kind of like your weekly range. Price was basically just consolidating through here, right? All you see is a bunch of very like weak candles in here, really not able to make decisions, trying to get down, you know, wicking up, trying to get up there, close in dojis, you know, retesting support. So not too crazy of a range, more so moving sideways. And then what happened? Candle closed above, right? Candle closed above. And that's why we talk about this concept a lot. And we talked a lot about this in the boot camp. Was this is the waiting zone, right? This is where we joked about the couple arguing in the car, right? Just trying to make a decision on where they want to eat and blah, 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 blah. And then once you get a candle to break out, that's your decision-making candle, right? That's when price here says, okay, I'm ready to go. And what are we ready to do? Well, based off of what we've learned, we know that there was a wick to fill here, right? So what do? We closed above and filled that wick, no problem. So notice how that didn't happen until you actually had candles close above, not just move above, right? Because this candle moved above here. This one moved up pretty good too. I'm talking about closed above. And that was the first candle to close above. Therefore, that's when the wick was filled on the next candle, right? See it? Juice box. So now that we've filled that wick and we've been pumping up, right? The nearest support on the weekly is way down here, which if we measure the range, it's, let me grab this. It is, holy, 1,700 pips away. 1,800 pips away is our nearest support there on this this weekly time frame. So what do you say? What do you say? I think we need some sort of a pullback, right? I think price, what I could expect from price action would be a pullback here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. I believe the daily closed bullish here yesterday too. So we are bullish, right? We are bullish based off of all these time frames. If we're looking at the daily, damn. Bullish run. All right. This is a bullish run. This is a bullish rally right here. If you guys are ever looking for a rally, this is it. This is gold bullish rally way up, right? We filled that wick and just kept moving, just kept on moving. So I do believe we're gonna need some sort of a pullback. I'm not gonna say, hey, this is where it's gonna happen, right? And try and predict that. I'm gonna until I see this, I am not bearish yet, right? Until I see that, I am not bearish on the daily time frame. Once we get that, then I could say, okay, you know, now we can more so be comfortable looking for sells here. But until I see that closure, I am not bearish. Gold, I've seen someone wrote eight bullish candles in a row. It could literally go another 8. Right? It could literally go another 8. When gold is on a rally, watch out, right? Nothing can stop that train. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty bullish today based off of the candles. I do understand why we would move down if we do move down. So I'm going to be prepared for both angles of the game here today. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to go down to the 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, see the story that's going on down there, see where I can find clean ranges to trade and where it would make sense for price to move. So you do have a close below here, right? So candles have been moving up on the 4 hour. We've also been consolidating for a little bit, and you had this support here, right? You had this support right here, and you also had support, resistance, and then you have a candle that just closed below. But being that we are extremely bullish here today, we don't want to jump on these sells just yet. Now notice we've broken the lows already, right? But we really want to see some sort of a break and retest if we're actually going to fight this major bullish trend here, okay? Because right here can be a fake out, right? If we jump on sells too early, this candle here could be a fake out, close back in the range, and then the next bullish candle just maybe, maybe we stay in the range today because we got CPI tomorrow. It's a tradable range, though. It's pretty big, but we don't want to get caught in that, right? So if we're very, very bullish here on the day, we want to see if we could find some sort of a break and retest on, let's say, the 1 hour, 30-minute time frame. So looking at the 1 hour, you have a lot of consolidation here, right? This is your range here that you're looking at on the 1 hour. If you stretch it out, make it look a little better. This is pretty much your range, right? You got support here. You've got a resistance right here, and price is just chopping around now. Let's measure the range. It's about a 50 pip range, right? So 50 pips, which is a good range, but very, very choppy here. Let's take a look at the 30-minute as well. Yeah, same game here. So you got this 50 pip range. If you look at price right now, we closed bearish at support. We're moving up, and we've got about a 14 pip advantage point with like 32 pips ahead. So we'll see what happens. This 1 hour candle is going to close here in 13 minutes. We may have the what do we call this again? What strategy is this? I forgot. Barcode strategy. Yeah. We may have the barcode strategy ahead of us. But anyway, let's take a look at the ranges above this, right? So right above here, you've got a clean move, right? It's a 42 to like 70 pip move here. So what you can do, or what I will most likely do, is stay away from this range here, from here to here, because you got resistance, right, all within this like 28 pip area here. But above that, you've got a nice clean move, right? You've got no resistance in the way. You've got a nice clean move. If anything, this is the move, and this is the resistance that's in the way. So this is can act as an advantage point for us, and then we could potentially target 2193 here. Yeah, that would just be price coming up. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. Gonna look for buys above 2182, 400 here on the nose. So buys above, and then sells. Yeah, sells. Yeah, this isn't too bad. So potential sells below there. I don't think we would have taken sells below, let's say here. Would have needed a range 2 for that, right? Because we're bullish on the day, or let's say like right here. But we have come up, we've created resistance, we've also created support, right? So if we end up closing now back below there, then we could potentially consider that a range 2 breakout, right? Where price kind of came down after closing below here, right? Came down, created resistance, created support, created resistance, and then closes back below. There may be an opportunity for this wick to get filled and us to come down into this like 2175 zone. So that that's it. Yeah, that's it. Pretty simple day here on gold. Again, CPI coming in tomorrow, so you may get a range day here, right? It may be a little rangy here, but other than that, if we do get breakouts or some type of playbook opportunities outside of these ranges here, I think we're good to go. And that's the day. You guys can also keep your sells below 2174 also if you want. If you're not comfortable with 77, you know, I may or may not take sells below there. We'll see if that happens during high times of volume. We'll see what happens and what price action looks like, and go from there. Cool. And that's the range, right? That's the range to the downside. I would expect if you got if you do want to come down, you will fill that wick there today. So probably come on down into like these ranges, and then yeah, the buys are pretty good above here. Yeah. So that's it. That's the game here today. Cool. So gonna stay away from this range for the most part. I don't know. Buys may work out in this range, but just too choppy for me, I think, on this Monday. And then anything above there, though, is pretty clean. We should go ahead and fill that wick. Again, this is a pretty nice range moving up. A lot of clean traffic. And then below here, anything range 2 is pretty solid. Yep. Favorite day's Monday. Let's go. What up, Grind Time Mufasa? What up, Ray Capital? Let's go, my boy. Cheers to a good day, mates. What's up, Blessed Trader? Good day, good day. What up, James Moore? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Z Gamer is in the house. Z Gamer's in the house. Cyber Tech Traders. How you doing? What up, Pablo? All right, cool. Yeah, that's the game here today on gold. So just gonna chill out, wait, see if we can get something. One hour closes in 8 minutes here. We got NY open. What up, DT Gamer? Good morning. Good morning, Traders X. What's good, brother? NASDAQ? Yeah, we'll take a look at NAS2 here. Good morning, GG. Bitcoin booming, baby. How you doing, BTC? I sent my BTC to you last night. Really? Let's go. You're getting 20 times? Yeah, I think so. 20 times. 100-fold, brother. 100 times. Yeah, let's do a top-down analysis here on NASDAQ too, and then we'll settle in. So let's see the excuse me. So the weekly same thing as gold. You know, we've been pumping up here. This is another rally itself right here. So, you know, rally on the monthly time frame. It just hasn't stopped, to be honest. I mean, since November, it just has not let up. So price just ripping here. All-time highs. You know, we're sitting right near all-time highs, just like we are on gold. So very, very bullish on NASDAQ. Now, the weekly candle did close bearish, which is pretty good. You know, I do want to see some sort of a move down. You know, at least coming back into like 17,660 here. A weekly candle opened up, and looks like we opened up here with no top wick. So still got no top wick. It's only Monday. I would expect the candle to make a top wick at some point here this week. Again, it's only Monday. It's the first day of the week. We've got a lot of stuff happening this week, so this candle should have no problem making a top wick. Same thing with the daily. Now, look, you did close right at support here on the daily. So you came down, you broke the highs there. We failed to close above this area right here. You see that resistance, right? Price kind of had a resistance, came down. We closed bullish, but we closed below. So next candle came up, wicked up, and then drove straight back down. So right back down into the bottom of the range, and this candle's pretty much as support playing around here. So with no top wick as well. So we just want to kind of wait for that top wick, I would say, and then I think we get the green light to I mean, today's closure would honestly give us a lot more information, right? Because if we can make a top wick today and close below, right, that would be great. You know, you finally getting a candle closing below. But with that no top wick, you may also just get a candle that closes bullish here today, right? Something like this, and just continue ranging. So we'll see how NAS wants to move here. By looking at the lower time frames, we're gonna get like a first-hand clue on whether or not we want to move up or down today based off of those ranges. So looks like the 4-hour closed bullish. So 4-hour was coming down into the support. You see a monster 4-hour candle, and then the last few candles have been very like weak, right? If you look at this one, you have a really big strong candle, and then you got a very weak candle, weak candle, weak candle, and then now you printed a support there. So you printed a support above the previous support, and if you break these highs, you'll most likely see a drive up here today on NASDAQ. So and that'll also create the weekly and daily top wick, right? This is the open of the candle here. It's got no top wick. 4-hour candles are trying to give it a top wick, but they've failed to do so. Now we finally did get a bullish closure. So again, if we make this bottom wick now and break those highs, we should move up. So let's go ahead and see what those highs look like on the lower time frame, because we should have some sort of resistance in this area. Although it looks like just like a wick on the higher time frame, on the lower time frame there you'll see price action, right? So here it is. So you got a resistance, right? You got a resistance here. You also have a support, I would say right here, and you also have one right here. You see how this wick came down and rejected that support to the left. So what you want to do now is you want to say screw this zone from here to here, from this support down. Just say forget about that area. It's very, you could run into a problem here. But below there is nice clean range, right? So that's probably where I'm going to look to take my sells, more so below here. Take my sells here today. You got a clean range moving down. You may get a fake out there also, but I don't know. And then the buys, you got to be careful because we are bearish here on the day, and we don't want to take a buy when all this was doing was coming up to create a top wick. So this is where we're going to wait for range 2 buys, right? Because if we end up taking buys on a breakout here, right, and then price wants to move bearish today based off of the weekly and the daily, then this is typically where you'll see a fake out occur, right? And this wick and this fake out right here all it will do is it will represent a top wick for the daily candle. See the daily, right? For a top wick here for price to continue going down. So we don't want to get caught in that today. So I'm going to look for range 2 buys above 180.440. So 18.040, and then I'll look for sells below 17.916. So this is pretty much it's a decent size range too, but unfortunately it's not that tradable. Yeah, if you guys want, you could take your sells here, but with no top wick on the daily, I would expect something to happen here. So if you look here, there's wicks. You've probably already had a fake out there. Yeah, there you go. So there's your fake out that's already happened. So yeah, it's not the greatest range there. So I'm gonna wait for probably 1 hour closures below here. Yeah, because then you got a nice clean like 80 pip range, right? So it's worth it to wait for that. So that's what I'll do here today. Range 2 buys above 180.40, or range 2 buys, and then sells below 17.916. Yeah. That's all, folks. No, there's no way option sent Bitcoin. Hey, what's up, FX Viking? Good to see you, brother. What's good? What's good? Hope you're doing well out there in England. My man. What up, D-Boss? D-Boss. Green, my man is here. Yes. 2-hour analysis. Yeah, that was a deep analysis here on this lovely Monday. More so on gold. NAS we kind of breezed through, but gold, man, we really love gold. Green, hope you had a good weekend, bro. I'm 1 hour late, completely forgot. That's all good. That's all good. We decided to start a little later anyway to leave you guys some time. All right, I'm going to put range 2 sells there for now because look at the 4 hour, right? So remember what we talked about the 4 hour here. This could potentially be a fake out, right? If this 4 hour candle closes back in the range, then we could potentially have a fake out here, right? If we close below though, then what do we have? Potential seller replay, right? To come down, and I would say at least come down towards this wick. You guys see this wick right here? This guy right here, right? To fill that wick. So if we get a weak closure, kind of the way the 4 hour looks right now, that would be a beautiful 4 hour seller replay that we could look to take advantage of. But remember, it's not about how the candle closes, it's about where it closes. So if we can close bullish down here, and I would look for sells, but slightly above there, right? If we close above the range, then that changes the whole story here, right? And now we would be looking for buys because we're bullish on the day and we also close back in the range. Does that make sense? Right? That would be a fake out. Stephen B. That's good. Yeah, if you want to be aggressive today, you could take sells below here. But if I do take sells below there, I have to see that 4 hour candle close below. Got to. Because again, we're very bullish, right? And I'm not going to try and call the top here, right? It wouldn't be wise for you to try and call the top. You know, traders have been calling the top on gold since here, right? And they keep selling. No. Okay, this will be the top. No. Okay, this will be the top. No, maybe this will be the top. Don't play with gold. Don't play with gold like that. All right, this will be the top, right? So last thing we want to do is say, oh, this will be the top, and be like those guys, right? So we're not that guy. We're not those guys, right? Until, like I said earlier, until I get a closure on the daily that looks like this, I am not bearish here on gold, right? Until we actually see this happen, not think it's going to happen or hope it's going to happen, but until we see it happen, right? Then we can say, okay, we're bearish here and we could expect to move down. But overall, on the higher time frames, don't play with gold, man. Don't play with them. Now, that doesn't mean I won't take sells on gold, though, right? Because we also talked about today and the 4 hour candles. So if that happens, I will take sells on gold. But that doesn't mean I'm bearish on gold yet, right? We really, in order to say we're bearish on gold, we actually really need to see like a weekly closure. Because that tells us that, okay, this monthly candle should pull back now, right? Because I would expect this monthly candle to pull back and just leave a wick to fill. Right? Leave some sort of a wick to fill. So you got like candles here. Let's say you got this candle here. And this guy. Right, so if this is price action to the left, right here, right? If that's price action to the left, and we're talking about this candle now, I would expect this candle to look something very similar to this, right? So you had a very little bottom wick, and then to move up and look like this, right? Because now you have an official closure above the range, and then you can go ahead and fill that wick. Right, and you may even get a steep bottom wick too to do a pack runner. So that's what I would expect us to look like sometime in April. And in order for us to get this wick right here, we would need a pullback, right? But we can't say we're going to get that pullback, like I said, until you really get a close on the weekly and on the daily. Yeah, and that gives us all new ranges, right? So within this wick here, on the 30-minute, 1-hour time frame, what do you have? A ton of ranges, right? A ton of tradable ranges in there that we can, you know, take advantage of the move back up. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I take sales. Yeah, no, I do have a signals channel, but I closed it 2 or 3 months ago, and I probably, because a lot of people ask, so maybe we'll open it back up in Q2. Maybe. Yeah, just keep an eye out. If we do open it back up, it'll probably be in Q2, and we'll let you guys know. Hey Charla, I actually missed your email where all of the videos were in one. So thanks, bro. I literally just seen that yesterday or last night. So I'm gonna be going through those, and yeah, we'll post some of those up. I think the one you sent me, bro, we got like 11,000 views on that one. Yeah, good job, man. Yeah, W. Yeah, like 11,000. So good work, bro. Good work. I got a pod dropping on Tuesday as well. Round 2 on the ASFX podcast. We talked a bit. We talked for a good amount of time too. So that pod's coming out tomorrow. I think they're going to be live premiering that. So we'll blow up the live premiere tomorrow and do some giveaways and have some fun. Austin's going to be giving away, I think, 3 25K challenge accounts, I believe. Yeah, and maybe we'll do like 4. Yeah, we'll do 4. Are you good with placing trades now? Yeah, I think we're good. I think I kind of looked. There's a few ways to do it. So I was looking it all up this weekend, and yeah, we should be good. So NY Open, we closed bullish there. We talked about the buys here, but I just, 10 pips, 20, it's not for me, this range. Only problem with futures, you can't swing trade. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't swing trade, but I did not know that. Makes you close at the end of each session. Yeah, I do see my actual terminal close down, and then it wants me to connect it back up after each session. So I think that may be what you're referring to. I didn't know that. Interesting. What up, Sandman? It's good, LeGrand. What up, boys? Bible studies are gonna start again next week, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and upload it onto YouTube. So we're gonna try and actually, instead of doing Zoom this year, we're going to potentially run it on Zoom, YouTube. Yeah. Yep. Everyone is welcome. So Anthony, when we start up, you are welcome, my friend. Everyone's welcome. I'm in the process of passing my first funded account. W. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's good? Everything good, man. Arnie in the building. What up, Violet? Amen. Amen, Xander. Kelvin in the building. What up, Kelvin? Oh, Nas trying to break down here. Got volume with NY open. Let's dress Nas up here too, so it doesn't look all ugly. I am much more interested in gold, to be honest, today than NAS100. How was church this weekend? What'd you guys learn about? What was your takeaways? Did you guys go to church this weekend? Rolex. Yeah, that's a good question. So typically if you're gonna wait, I wouldn't wait for the 1 hour to give you the range 2. You can, but that's more so typically gonna happen on like the 30-minute. The 15's a little weak, but the 30-minute range 2s I think are the best. The 1 hour you could be waiting like 4 or 5 hours for that to happen. So sometimes it'll just happen on the 30-minute or the 15 to get it done during the session. But yeah, another thing I've sample sized now for a couple months is the 4 hour, right? And this is why I brought it up to you guys a little bit. So when the 4 hour, so one thing I noticed is, okay, we wait for range 2s, right? And then sometimes it drives. You know, a lot of times it plays out for us and everything we expected happens, but sometimes it drives, right? So instead of just, you know, oh, it drove this time, right? Like you want to really dissect the markets and pay attention to things, you know. And you know, one thing I've been paying attention to is when the range 2, or let's say we don't really necessarily get a range 2 below 2177 today, right? Like let's look at the 30-minute time frame. So that means that we would need candles to do what? We would need them to close below, right? And we won't take a sell here. We will wait for price to print a new support, or let's just say a new support here, right? And then move up and do this, and then we'll take our sells if there's volume, right, after this resistance. And if there's not volume, we'll wait for the range 2 breakout, right? So that's what we would typically do. And then a lot of times that'll line up with price action to the left, kind of like this drawing just happens to line up as well. So that's what we would typically do, right? We wait for that range 2, wait for support, wait for resistance. You basically have range 1 here, right, range 2, and then you would take the breakout which is basically range 3, right? So take the breakout here. That's your confirmation candle. You want to fill that wick and have a great old day, and then boom, price drives down. You go, whoo, W's in chat, yeah, happy, right? So a lot of times that happens, but when sometimes just sometimes this happens, right? And price just moves down really nicely while we're waiting for the range 2. And yes, as a professional, you should let that go. You should have no problem with letting it go. But also as a professional, you should consider studying when this happens as opposed to when example 1 happens. So that's what I've been doing, right, over the past couple months. And one thing that I've noticed is that when we do push down like example 2 without giving a super duper range 2 there, a lot of times what's happening is the 4-hour is closing below support already, right? So this is something that you'll hear right now, and then you could begin to look at yourself, right? Because just because I say it doesn't mean anything. So now you hear me say it, and now you can kind of test this theory on your own. And that's what I've been coming to find out over the last I would say 2.5, 3 months. I've been watching that, and it seems to play out well, right? So keep an eye on it. And also, although you didn't get a range 2 below here, price action will somewhat look like it's making these higher highs and lows, right? You see how price is just like kind of like in this, oh, that looks whack. Boom, right? You see how price is in a way creating this downtrend here, right? So although you didn't get this below here, you still got it like multiple times, right? Where price is just in a way, like I said, like kind of downtrending, and then you get that move down there. So keep an eye on those things, and just some tips and tricks that I'm looking at right now. But that's when that range 2 would be valid, right? Or you wouldn't have to wait for the range 2. And we'll continue testing that. I'm almost ready to begin trading that. That's why I told you guys today that I may take my sells below here, right? So I'm almost ready to begin actually taking trades with that idea. I've just developed that idea over the last couple months, and yeah, so now I'll go like half risk when it comes to that idea as we sample size it up, trade it, and see if it's got like a good win rate on it. Details, man, details. Good question, Rolex. Nice. Church looked like it was pretty good for y'all. US time has changed. So it is now 8. It is the NY Open has already happened. So the NY Open was 16 minutes ago, just so you guys have reference. Am I going to trade CPI tomorrow? Yeah, if a playbook position shows up and I see it, I'll be in there. Anybody have questions on that 4-hour range 2 concept idea? Have you guys noticed the same thing? Gang. Cool. Yeah, we'll continue to observe it more together, and it'll, we'll learn. That's the cool part about the stream is we get to learn together. Like, a lot of traders really struggle with finding a pit. You know what I mean? So what this is a pit. This is a trading pit here. I just happen to be the guy with the mic, but you guys are all really well equipped as traders and can add good insight and things like that, and have good questions and stuff. So all this is a community of traders, kind of like a trading floor. And that's how I see it. I never see it like I'm the boss here and I'm the leader here. Like, we're all just traders, sharpening each other. Some of us trade the same way, some of us don't, but we're all got the same overall goal, which is to succeed and live a good life, right? So a lot of that has to do with the mental side of things, and that's why we talk a lot about that on this stream. And I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's super cool. So welcome to the pit. If you haven't liked the stream, the pit stream, give the stream a like here today. How you doing? What up, Mr. Lopez? Options. We're bartering crypto now, eh? Speaking of crypto, let's go take a look. I know XRP's on the run. Let's go to the monthly here. How you doing? Yo, this 45 pullback is beginning to not look so promising anymore, man. Like, it's looking more so at this point like 63. Yikes. Yeah. Some of you guys are buying Bitcoin today. How you doing?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy. Yeah, man. 45 is not looking too good. Sheesh. On the runs, though. I really wanted this to pull back to add more, man. Yeah. Leading the way here, BTC. Now I have to look towards some other coins. All right, daily. Daily looking like we and another reason, right, that we have our story for the sells is that we really are calling for a pullback here. Better to look at altcoins. Yeah, exactly. Even they're pushing. Alexandru, let's get my boy. 98K before the pullback. All right, options. You might be right, bro. I don't honestly, I don't doubt it. $820. We got some volume coming in. 820 volume here opened up. 30-minute trying to close below. 4-hour ready to flip here. Trying to flip bearish. As of now, the 4-hour, we already closed below support. Will you still wait for a range too? Yeah, so we just talked about that in depth. So if you go back just a few minutes on the stream, I don't even know what time. Like, if you have that question, I have a really good answer for you. And it happened at 8:13 a.m. Yeah, 8:13. But yeah, since the 4-hour already closed, if we actually close below again, I mean, if this candle can close below, then I would be really down to take these sells. But in a way, you do want to see that 4-hour candle close, because although we're moving down there right now, we could literally just move back up here and close back in the range, right? And if we close back in the range, then now we have a whole different ball game, right? A whole different story, where now you can see price move up to retest these highs there. So yeah, I don't need to wait for a range too if this 4-hour can stay below and close below. Yeah, check out like 8:13 a.m. though. It was like a 2, 3, 4 minute explanation. I think it'll help. Oh. big if we close below. Yeah, that support there on the 15. Yup, that's where we've been rejecting. So depending on what we take this trade off of, if we're basing it off the 15, then we'll keep an eye out on that. If we're basing it off 31 hour, then I probably won't pay much attention to that support. What's up, Nico? Hey, yo, what's good? What's goody? Yeah, NAS trying to break below 2, but again, there's no top wick here on this daily candle still, right? So we'll see if we could actually close below. Gold, you got a closure coming up here in 5 minutes on the 30, but look, we're flipping bullish now again. You see, so you really got to wait for those closures. Looks like we grabbed the pack there too a little bit. Top one making some good moves. Yeah, they're moving good. They're moving along good, man. They're doing a lot better than some of these other. Honestly, I think the bigger you are right now, the harder it's gonna be. Some of these guys are having major problems, man. Major problems. I don't even know if some of these guys can come back. Their reputation is just being tarnished. Top one's also going to be having, I think, a match trade. And they're working on Trade Locker too. So they got some good plans. Followed you already 1 month. Love your live. Hey, welcome. Glad you're enjoying your time here. Not missing, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Friday we ended the stream and price went crazy, man. So we were right about the direction, right? We just, being it was NFP, and you know what's so funny? Like, being like NFP, you want to try and go down, you know, to these lower time frames. But at the end of the day, like, the 1 hour 30 are king, right? Like, if we could have waited on this 1 hour celery play here, right, to fill that wick. Simple. 30 minute was good because we had the support as well. So that was a little tricky there because you would expect this red candle here to look like this. You know, that was like what you would expect there, right? But didn't happen. But then look, you had another 30 celery right here, and that was also the 1 hour celery. So 1 hour and 30 remain king, man, because the 15, all that is just not as good of a confirmation. Look how nasty it looked on the 15. Yeah, it was a good move up. GJ, yo, Alexandru, what you mean, GJ? Do not underestimate GJ today. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh wow, yeah, I got a personal reply from Matt. Yeah, those guys are very in tuned, man. Very in tune. That's why I really like them. I really like them guys. I think we're going golfing at some point too. Next week, me and Clay. Yeah, we were right on track there Friday. Yep. Where would the entries be on those celeries? They would be right here. So if you were taking it off the 1 hour, your entries right here off the celery play. Let me right here. Boom. And your idea is to fill that wick, right? So that's where you want to close, and then anything above there is, you know, that's just a runner, you know, for the most part. But your idea is to fill that wick there. Price went up, filled that wick perfectly. And then if you didn't catch it, which this was our entry, right? Our original entry was right here. But if you didn't catch that, you could have got back in here on the 30-minute break above to fill the wick. It was a little bit of a later entry, but it still wasn't too bad. Yeah, because you got the move up. Yeah, it was like 31 pips. This candle here closed with no top wick. Probably would have got me to close partials there. But yeah, other than that, it was nice drive up. Nice drive on a Friday. My phone died, but when I opened it, W. That's lit. You open the phone, you were like, holy. Hello. All right, 30-minute candle closed, and looks like we closed doji. So nothing. Now for me, it's off to the 4-hour. So now I'm very curious. I don't care how candles close now. Like, I'm waiting for a 30-minute candle regardless, and that 30-minute will finish up this 4-hour candle. So if we close below, then there may be opportunities now for sells below 21.77. If we close back above, even if it looks just like that, those sells are off the table for me now, and I would need a range 2 below there, because now this 4-hour can make a bottom wick. And that could be where you get the fake out, right? For price to continue moving up. So what, depending on this 4-hour closure, is going to tell me all about where I want to go today. Right? Closure above, I'm not taking sells below here. I'm going to wait. I'm going to maybe look to see if we can get a fake out, and then really look to take advantage of this push back up towards resistance there. You know, and if we close below, then there's potential sells. And you know what I'm also cool with here today? Taking no trade. How many of you guys are cool with taking no trade today? Some of you guys are like, no trade. We're day traders. We trade every day. You ever see the one thing, day trading is not everyday trading? You know, you got to really, we talked about that in the open of the stream. Like, you want to be mature, man. You want to be professional. Like, this is real life we're talking about here, right? You're not in a video game right now. You're playing with potential real opportunity. So you want to preserve, you want to be professional. You want to wait for the right opportunities to strike. You know, you don't want to just come in and be like, you know, like fold to the market. You know, it's just not a good look. Ain't gonna help you. Thank you, Chala. Thank you, Chala. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a good course, this is one right here. If you show up to the session and to the stream every day, you got yourself a free course. Like, what do you want me to do? Create one for $500 and you pay that to see what I do here on the live stream? You know, a pre-recorded video? Or, you know, when you buy a course, you're buying that course in the hopes to be able to trade like that trader. But you guys can see me trade. That's why we're going to put out a little free course on YouTube, you know, and then these live streams itself are gems, man. You know, when I was on Don and Raja, that was my course. Live trading. Live moment by moment trading. Oh, yeah, Rolex. Yep. So that's a concept that I use as well. So every time on the 15-minute, it's got no wick. So let me show you guys something. So if you're looking for a celery play, let's draw a bullish one here, right? And this is what, like, let's say the 30-minute looks like. Right? You got 30-minute celery play, let's say. Right? A lot of times, and you would expect price to move up like this. right? And break the high and fill the range. But if you look at the 15 on certain occasions, you'll notice that the 15 doesn't have a wick, right? There's just no wick on it. And it looks something like this, right? Try and stay away from that. Yeah, when I see that celery, so we had a 90% win rate on the celery. So we wanted to see, hey, what about the times we lose? Like, what makes it lose? And this was last year we did all this, and we come to find that when we did that, the 15 wouldn't have a top wick, the previous one. So we would end up breaking this high and then rejecting, thinking, damn, like, you know, we don't lose on celeries that much, right? But what would be happening is on the 15-minute time frame, it would just be grabbing the pack to move down like this. So yeah, so good catch there. Yeah, we learned that last year and began to apply it, and it's saved us a few times. Rolex on the game. Rolex on game. PM Magnifico. Skill was good. Thanks, Cyber Trader. Nah, I really do appreciate that comment, you know, because that was something I really worked hard on, you know, and worked towards big time, you know, from I think my first year was complete red. I don't even think I had a green month in my first year of trading. And then year 2, it was going like red, red, green, 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 red, green, you know, kind of like that break even. And then once I really, really honed in on the disciplined trader aspect, that's when it went from losses to break even to, you know, profit, or positive, you know, month by month. And then we had a string of like, I think it was like 16 months in a row, just straight green. And then we ran into our first red month. I think it was August. I think it was August last year. Or was it July? I think it might have been July. I can't remember. I think it might have been July. Yeah, and then, you know, a couple BE months, and then now we're here in March again. So we had December, which was okay. Let me go. December was okay. You know, we didn't take too many trades. Actually, December wasn't that good at all. So from December to, I would say, like mid-February was a bit rough, right? Just kind of like either a negative month or a break-even month. And then now we're back in March, and we should be good to steam up here as well. But I think it was July. We had not the greatest. I mean, we had a decent month, right? But I don't think it was like our first not profitable month for like a year and a half. Yeah, June was outstanding last year. We took one loss there in June. Yeah, we're cruising into it's trading season. It's trading season now. You know, December, January, February, those are like 3 months where, you know, markets are kind of closing up for the year and opening back up for the year. So it's a bit like, you know, hit or miss. But man, March, April, May, June, and I would even say July is pretty decent. And then you kind of got like really July and August are like the summer months there. So that's when things tend to like kind of slow down a little bit. And then come back up in September, October, November, and then obviously December is the last month of the year. So, yeah. Busy with a 10K challenge. Down 5% down. Any advice? Yeah. You know, I think there's a few trades. February is a bit of a rough month, so that's probably when you went 5% down. I would just continue. You know, if you've got a proven system, you have to just stay with that system. A lot of times they go 5% down, and then they try and throw another indicator, or a different tool, or you know, a different way of trading involved. I would just stick to what has been working in the past. You know, you could have a red month, you could have 2 red months. It's okay. You can have green months and not pass your funding challenge and act like you're a loser, right? Like there was plenty of months where maybe we didn't get 8%, but we got 5%, we got 6%, we got 4%, right? So and by the way, that's actually 40%, 50%, 60%, right? Because if you have a challenge account and you can only lose 10%, then you got to do it off the 10%, right? So that's actually really good. So in order for you to pass a funded challenge, you low-key need 80% to pass that challenge. So just because you didn't hit 80% in a month is totally fine. It doesn't make you like a not good trader or anything like that. So that's where the funding can come in and, you know, like skew with your mind a little bit, mess with your mind, because you think you're not profitable, right? But you literally made, if you made like, let's say 2,000 on a 100K account, you made like 20%, right? Because you really only have 10K to play with. So you made 20% that month. So don't like let that get you down just because, damn, I haven't got 8%. You know, a lot of traders I know, they don't even care for 8%, right? That's just it's put out there by the companies as a target, but that doesn't mean, hey, if I don't hit 8%, I'm not a good trader. You know, like, don't let that define you. We're going again. Oh, beautiful. Pass your funded challenge. Job well done, my friend. Job well done. Blessed Trader, we're happy to have you here. Yeah, it's good to have you a part. I love seeing that name, Blessed Trader. I went from quaking to taking a loss with a smile on stream. Let's go. W. W. Let's get it. What's good, son boy? What's good, what's good? Went from quaking to taking them, baby. Let's get it. That's always good. Typically, you're usually quaking because you're very misinformed with what this really is. Like, what this business really is. Dudes be quaking when someone loses a trade. Imagine that. It's like in trading, you either win or lose. You either win your trade or you lose your trade. So imagine quaking after losing a trade. That's you know. Go get a job at McDonald's. No, I'm just kidding. Where's my boy on Zoom? I thought I seen him. I could have sworn I seen John here on Zoom. Yeah, I did. There he is. Johnny DiCaprio, how you doing, buddy? All right, got the spotlight. Looks like you got some light up in there today, eh?
Yo, what up, brother?
That's good.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Fantastic. You?
Doing great, bro. I'm hyped. I'm fired up, chat. It's Monday.
John's been fired up since Friday, man.
Let's get it. Been looking forward to this day.
Is it Monday yet? I want you
Morning,
guys
chat.
to really get that
Happy Monday.
feeling. Is it Monday, baby? Traders love Mondays.
Yes.
Entrepreneurs love Mondays.
Hell yeah, man. Start off the week.
Yeah, sir. I've loved Mondays for a long time now. Long time. Remember, Green would be like, yo, man, why you love Mondays so much?
Yeah. You definitely want to love Mondays, especially if everyone else hates Mondays. Right? Gotta do the opposite of the grain. What's goody? Yeah, Chad, I'm excited. Got a full week ahead of us. A full week to hunt down A+ setups. I'm excited.
I'll be right back.
Grind time, Mustafa. What up, brother? Mondays equal get back to business. Correct. What's up, George? Yo, what's good, Sandman? Z Gamer? LeGrand? Yeah, Sandman. Facts, bro. I used to hate Mondays too, man, when I was like a little elementary kid. And now I'm fired up. Fired up for it. Back to business. What's up, Louis G? Xander and Chala. Wags. Yup, just another day, another week ahead of us to look and hunt for A+ setups, chat. That is, if I want to be profitable in this game, it's going to take my ability to be disciplined to my edge, to my trading strategy, right? If I want to be profitable, I got to be disciplined to that. So that is my job today. That's my only goal I have, just to execute on my A+ setup. I don't really care about making money or not. I care about if the A+ setup presents itself today, I want to execute. That's all I care about. And right, making money is going to be a byproduct to that, right? So you don't even have to worry about making money. You just have to worry about executing on that edge, and then the money will just naturally come. So a lot of traders overcomplicate things because they really don't understand how simple it is. And along the journey, through maybe some trials and tribulations or anything, right, you can stumble on, just complicating things when it's really that simple, just following the edge.
Y'all trying to hack me, huh? The edge, baby.
Well, I see. Let's get it, bro. Look at the trades that you lost that made you go down 3%. Ask yourself, were those A+ setups? And be honest with yourself. And if they were, bro, then that's fine. It's a W loss.
You want to take a good loss versus a bad win any day. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you'll understand it eventually.
Any day, bro.
Good loss over bad win all day, every day.
Because long term, the good losses they're not gonna matter long term. The bad wins are gonna matter, right? But the good losses will not matter long term, and that's, as professional traders, we're in this long term, right? So always have that long term mentality as you come into the markets.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we've been listening to a lot of, what's so cool? Like, we listen to a lot of 8-figure traders, a lot of professional traders who trade in pits, like S&B, Capital, traders from there, all that good stuff. And everything they say, we do, right? So it's just a matter of time now, right? Everything that they say they're doing, we are doing. So it should bring you a lot of confidence knowing like, hey, I'm doing what it takes. Now all you have to do is you get out of the way and just run your system, right? Everything that's in your system is in these 8-figure traders system as well. Now it's just about getting out of the way and letting that system work for you.
1000%.
Sticking to the edge. Sticking to
man.
it.
A lot of confidence, man.
Yeah, that should bring you a lot of confidence. And when you have an edge, that should bring you even more confidence, because what that does is that takes the pressure off of you, right? All the pressure goes onto your edge, right? All the pressure goes onto your system. Your system gives you an opportunity to limit your thinking, right? Because thinking can get us a bit in trouble when it comes to being here at the desk, right? Trading these candles. So if you can just apply the system and remain on that, now you don't have to be the best trader in the world. All you have to do is be really regulated to that winning system, that winning strategy that will get you from point A to point B. That's all. And you just got to let it play out over time. You know, it may not be the best result in one day or 1 week, but when you look back at a month or let's say a quarter or let's say a year, that's typically where you're going to see the results. You know, I really like to look towards the year, right? I want to be profitable on the year. I don't care about the next 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in front of me. I care about the next 100 trades, and that's what keeps you composed, keeps you, honed in on the bigger picture, and allows you to remain edge focused versus emotionally roller coaster focused. And a lot of people go through that, man. A lot of people go through that.
Yes, sir.
Every session
And
1 hour advanced? Yes. Yeah, we change the clocks here in the US.
And it's just like any plan you're setting out for success, right? In trading, we have our trading plan to follow for long-term success, right? Same thing with the gym, right? You say you're going to go hit the gym 5 days out of the week. You set out a nice diet plan too. Now all you have to do is follow that, right? And then long-term with consistency, right? You're successful. You'll get the success just by simply following the plan. And it's the same thing in trading. So if you have any doubts today, don't overcomplicate it, right? Just go back to your plan, and that's it. That's all you got to do.
That's it. Am I a full-time trader? I am a full-time husband, full-time dad, full-time entrepreneur. Trading just happens to be one of the ways, or one of the businesses.
What's up, Dominic?
Pressure makes diamonds. Let's go. That's right.
That's big facts.
I'm searching for good channels. Search no more, my friend. Rest assured you're in the right place at the right time.
You have arrived.
Look no further. Full-time candle slanger. I buy and sell candles. I'm in sales. I got a full-time sales business.
Dude, that's what we do, man. We buy and sell here. We flip.
We just buy and sell candles, man. New York session starting at 9 a.m. So it's no, it may be your 9 a.m., but it's still the same time. We just switched the clocks in the U.S. on Sunday.
Daylight savings, man.
Yeah. Your searching journey's over yet. Oh, look at this. Rejection from the downside. Another rejection.
Hey, it's a strong support area.
Yep. Big closure here on the 4 hour. 5 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour difference for the rest of the world now. Yep. Yep.
Stay out of the range, y'all. Unless it's according to your plan. Yo, man, we've been having some beautiful days here in Tampa.
Oh yeah, every day, bro. It's like summertime. It's like the endless summer, man. Me and my wife used to talk about that. We were just chasing down the endless summer freedom, man. And every day has been, I mean, spot on here.
Facts.
How do you handle taxes? I don't handle them. Someone else handles them.
What up, Peraz?
Peraz, where that wrench at?
Peraz.
Green lurking. You better snatch that like the bully in high school. Give me that wrench. Green's like Debo out here. Give me that wrench.
Greenery.
Blessings from South Africa. What's good?
Shout out South Africa.
Green stole it. Yo, Green, what you doing to these guys, bro? Damn. You know you got that one homie just reckless. Yo, calm down, bro. Calm down, man. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Green's
what up, Purpose? Salim. What up, man? Oh, my weekend was great, dude. Studied a lot. Worked on myself a good amount of time. How was your weekend?
What up, Big Wick Energy in the building? What's good, my friend? I agree. Debo out here. Dude riding his bike. Peraz throw that wrench out. All you hear Green like riding down the block. Tuck your chains in. Put your wrenches away. Green, don't be looking at me like that. Greenbow.
Yo, Green, I'll be out there in June, brother. Hopefully, I'll see you.
We gotta watch Friday. We all get together and watch Friday. Tuck your chain in.
All right, chat. So for today, on this lovely Friday, we're gonna watch Friday.
Yeah, we should put it up on the stream.
Screw gold. We're up 60% this week. Screw gold. Let's watch Friday.
Gold. 4 hours. Am I expecting gold to continue up with the news regarding Fed? Yeah, I mean, I would expect gold to continue up. Now, I'm not really bearish on gold until we get at least a daily candle closing bearish. Other than that, gold could just keep running up here. This is a rally right here. Gold bullish rally. So we'll see what happens. The 4 hours trying to make its way down now, but we'll see.
Yo, C4 exactly, bro. That's the vibes I was getting.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be a good next 45 minutes.
All right.
How many of you guys would read? I'd put my head down and put my book on my lap and just start snoring, man. You gotta be aware though, in case the teacher calls your name. Like, hey, you gotta like. It's funny how kids, you could just kind of do these type of things, right? You flip the page like halfway into your sleep, like just like subconsciously like flip the page here and there to make it look like you're reading it. Yeah, teacher look up. You make it real noisy too. It's like when you flip the page, like yeah, trust me, I'm not sleeping here. I'm reading. How many of you guys ever fell asleep in class? I did that once. No lie. I looked up, and there was new kids in the class. I was like, yo, what's going on right now? The bell rang like 15 minutes ago. It was time to move.
That used to be me, bro. There was this one kid though. It was like every single day, dude would be sleeping. It was crazy.
Teacher didn't even say anything. Didn't even warn. Nothing.
Yeah, chat. We all had that one kid in our grade who would like fall asleep in every class. It was just like up all night playing like Fortnite or Call of Duty.
I'd be dozing off, crinkling the papers. C4s and buys. Yeah, you may get a fake out here, man. I mean, if there's gonna be a fake out anywhere, it's gonna be here. I think the 4-hour closed there. Yeah, so we kind of closed right at support too. So we didn't close below. The 4-hour did close below, but now, you know, like we're gonna need a closure below here, and we gotta get some sort of a top wick on this candle before we end up breaking the lows there. So there's gonna be a little bit more waiting here today, because we need to at least see a closure below this. There's a 15-minute support right here as well, so we got to be aware of that also.
Are you waiting for range 2 below there, or sells are clean?
So sells are clean now that the 4-hour candle closed, but again, it did kind of close like just weak bearish, and we never closed below there on the like 30-minute just yet. So 15's got this other support here too, which this is where we've really been rejecting all day here. Yeah, so what would be nice would be on the maybe on the 15-minute to see, right, a candle move up, give the 4-hour a new top wick, and then you get a new resistance here, and then let's say 930 comes in, and then you should see a nice push down, at least coming into these areas down here, right, and then fill in that 30-minute range. So something like that would be great. We'll see if we can get it, because that would give us our top wick on the 4-hour, and then that would also give us a break of the 4-hour low, and what it'll also give us is a closure below. So that's what we're going to wait on, or that's what I'm going to wait on, because remember, we're very bullish here today. So at any point, candles could turn around, not do any of this, right, not do any of that, and just move up here. I got caught with the re-thing. Be praying. I promise I was just praying. Yeah, keep in mind, gang, keep in mind CPI is tomorrow as well. So typically this is what your day before CPI will look like. Guitar, yeah. Guitar. Yeah, we got the guitar in action. A little late today on the guitar. Can you explain why you look for a top wick? Yeah, because 85% of candles have both top and bottom wicks. So if you look at all the candles all around here, you'll notice that a lot of them have top wicks. Most of them, right? Just take a look at all candles in general, and you'll see how many candles have a top wick. So that's why we always like to wait. And if you're looking at candles and you're trading candles like I do, then just like the market, right, where you have, let's say, you have a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, blah, 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 right? Well, candlesticks come with the same exact idea, right? You ever see candlesticks? They look like this, right? You got to move down here, and ultimately what you're looking at is a candlestick trend. So just like right here where you have a low, a high, a low, a high, you have the same thing here, right? You have a low, a new high, a new low, new high, new low. So that is why we wait for candlesticks, and that to me looks like a nice move down, like a nice trend down. right? And then what typically happens when you break the high? You typically switch direction, right? So same thing with candles. All of a sudden, let's say you get your last bearish candle, right? Something like this. And then next thing you know, a bullish closure happens, right? Where we've broken the highs. Typically that's where the trend will move. And now you will begin to create higher highs and lower lows, just like the market will. All right, so now you got a high, low, high, low, high, low, switching trend there. So that's why we look for these wicks. Wicks play a major role into my system and my strategy. So I'm very, very up on it. Yeah, most traders don't look at trading like this, like especially candles, right? Like you may come to the stream brand new and see like every day, like this guy, all he got is 4 lines on the chart every single day. And I don't know, I think it's trading made simple, man. You know, it's simple concepts that work and they're easily understood. What up, Angelo?
Yeah.
Then boot camp's working.
Angelo.
Yo, what up, Dominic? Nice. Yeah, the boot camp is working, man. We see it's no surprise we see a string of really good results from people right out the boot camp. So the key is to just remain doing those things, right? Remain systematic in your approach and don't let a bad day or a bad week or even a bad month knock you off, or for that matter, a bad trade, right? Sometimes you just let a bad trade get you all out of funk. You got to stop doing that. Right? Chances are if that happens to you, any little thing in life typically bothers you. And this is not just a trading thing. This is a life thing, right? Learn to just accept what happens, man. You know, you don't have to get all bothered and heated for little things and, you know, in life, right? And that's typically people like that are the ones that get upset about a trade and then they go ahead and, you know, blow their whole account because one little thing went wrong, right? It's like you get into some little thing goes wrong and then you get into a big old argument with somebody for no reason. Like, you know, work on these things on the charts, off the charts, because how you do anything is how you do everything. There's no yes, you know, difference.
And understand what comes with the job, right? I mean, like any job out there in the world, there's certain things that come along with it that is a part of the job, right? And especially for the people out there who want to have trading as one of their main incomes, it's possible, right? Just understand what the job is and what comes with it, right? Like losses come with it, business expenses, right? Not making money a couple of days comes with it, right? So understand what comes along with the job and pursue it and get it done.
Yes,
it's just like any job. It's like any job out there.
Tanny, holy. I watch the candles very closely, focus on candle body and weight. Oh, nice. Advent, dope. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you're new to the stream, but welcome. The proof is in the, yeah, exactly. Yeah, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So really work on yourself. You know, that's why I hit big on, you know, I recently did a podcast and I really hit big on you, like, and really focusing on yourself because, you know, write that down. Like how you do anything is how you do everything. You know, it's deeper than the charts. You know, you'll work on things on the charts and it'll rub off into some of your actions off the charts. You'll work on things off the charts and it'll rub onto your actions in the charts. So like really focus on you know, and making you the best you can be, because that's when you make money, right? You make money when you become the best you. Otherwise, you'll never have the confidence to step out and be an entrepreneur, right? And go ahead and become a good trader or believe you're a good trader and all that good stuff.
Facts. And if there's anyone out there who's like, I can't wait to become a professional trader, or I need to become a professional trader, you got to change the wording up, right? And you got to just become that professional trader. And instead of saying I need to or I have to, just say I am, right? I am that professional trader. Just focus on becoming and creating these things in your life. That's it.
Write your script. Write your script, and then become the actor, right? Act like a professional trader, and you will be a professional trader. Write down your script, aka what you want out of your life, and the character. What's that character gonna need? What skill sets are they gonna need? How are they gonna think? How should they talk? How should they walk? Right? What friends should they have? And begin to understand what character you're trying to be, and then act as that character. And then eventually you will be that character. What up,
100%.
Classic Trader? Let's get my boy AB Mike in the
Classic.
house. What up, AB Mike? Totally
AB
forgot
Mike.
about daylight savings. You know, I used to all the time. I used to think, man, I really want to be like a successful entrepreneur, right? And I was like looking at my habits, and I'm like, I'm not doing what successful entrepreneurs are doing. So if I just begin to do that, then I can probably, you know, begin to attract what they have. And it couldn't have been further from the truth.
Facts, right? Because a lot of people, they want change to happen to them, but they don't want to change. You got to be willing to change, right? If you want different results in life, you need to have different habits. And change is a great thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, call on those things that are not as if they are. Exactly. Bingo. Bingo. It's all biblical. It's all biblical.
It really is.
Come to our studies that we study some scripture, some real scripture. We're gonna be doing that probably once a week moving forward, starting next week. And just hear the truth, man. The truth will set you free. In the beginning, it's a bit tough, you know. It's a bit hard. You know, like when I had to look at myself and say, I want to be successful, but I'm not doing what successful people do. You know, that's a hard conversation with yourself. It's like, come on, bro, you got to tighten up, G. Like, if you want what they got, you got to do what they do. and the most important time to do it is when no one's watching, right? Because then you can get away with it. Hey, no one's watching, you know. The law is watching, right? God's watching all the time, right? And that's the one you're getting the reward from. So God's always watching. So never jump out of that character, you know, understand who you want to be and be that person. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your limiting beliefs from the past hold you back. Just go for it. Just go. Here's a sign that anything is possible for you. Literally, if you can see it, you can get it.
Yep. And a lot of people don't like to look in the mirror at themselves because it really reflects who they are. And that scares some people. They don't want to know really who they are, and they try to do their habits that are making them who they are, that is negative, whatever, that's their coping mechanism, right? And the truth hurts for some people. But it's when the truth hits, when it's like, yo, I'm fat, I'm lazy, whatever. That truth, when it hits, that's when you start to get motivation to change, or some, you know, sort of power to you that you want to change. And that's good. So look in the mirror, and who is it? Who do you see? Do you like the person you see? Right? And go off of that.
Is there another rejection here to the downside? So that's why we always got to wait for candles to close. 15-minute candles closing in like 20 seconds here. And it looks like we're going to close back above the range. So yeah, look at that. So it may seem like it's going to move down, but you don't want to try and predict this. You know, you don't want to try and predict that move. You want to really wait for the candles to close before taking positions. There's still like 1 minute left.
Look at that. All those candles, man.
But it's a typical CPI day.
Stay out of the chop.
Just be patient. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Do I go to church? Not every week, but yeah, I have a church here in Tampa that I like to go to. But I go to church every day, every morning. I have a church right here. I got a whole war room right over here.
Praise Jesus.
My closet is the church. I got a nice closet that's big enough for me to build an altar, and that's where I have church every morning. Yeah, see, no closure below just yet. Nothing. Yeah, because if you don't close above, then you may just begin to head up to back up to the top of the range. Right, back into this range here, and you may just trade within this range all day long. Because remember, CPI is tomorrow. This is typically what you'll see when you have like a big, especially CPI. You know, when you have CPI that following day, it's typically going to be a little rangy. Smidge bit rangy. AB Mike. AB Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, it could happen after 10. Yep. Yeah. You got 9:30 pulling up in 15 minutes too, so.
Bro, we went from March 1st to March 11th in like 3 seconds.
Let's take a look at NAS here. NAS moving up. 4-hour candle closed. Closed right at support. So yeah, typical pre-CPI. We'll see if we get a daily top wick here. Joser. Buy NAS? Just box. Yeah. You could buy NAS anticipating that this daily candle may flip bullish. Right there. Yuck. You see this? Not good. No bueno. No bueno. Why you trade only gold? Same reason why I married one woman. You get too many, it gets real complicated, man. Life gets really complicated. You got one, you know everything about her. Stay out the chop. Stay out of the chopper. Stay out the chop.
The importance of candle closures.
Yo, can we get... We gotta be able to get Scalpy on the stream deck here. Is that video still up? Hold on.
Dog, I have no idea. Yo, chat, where we at on these push-ups?
Nah,
Who was saying push-ups
definitely
today?
not. Damn. Damn, nah, it ain't. No bueno.
The video is freaking gone.
Any updates on US traders with top one? Yeah, same thing as no different news. They said 2 weeks. That was a week ago. So let this week go by, and then next week you should be good to go. Yeah, we should be all good. They're also bringing in Match Trade. They're working on Trade Locker too. So they've been handling things actually really well.
Came back from the gym and workout. Let's get it, boys.
Man,
Put that work in today.
Mary Gold. Oh, first, then just go to the journal. If you really want to like dig and learn, like just go to the journal, and all the way up until I believe October was fixed lots. So actually, just total up until August there. So just go ahead and do the math. Yeah, if you want to know that bad, do the math and then come back with the answer for us. Yeah, just know all these were 10 lots. So go do the math and then add it all up, subtract it, and then come back with an answer. That's your assignment for the next 10 minutes. Nobody move. Nobody gets clipped.
How you doing?
Yeah, and don't count the full TP. Just count where we close partials. Right here. Just add it up, man. Everything's here. Go back, watch the live stream, all that. Add crude oil. Ooh. I don't know if I'll ever trade oil. I'd probably be good with just trading gold for the rest of my trading career.
Dude, facts. That's all I need, bro.
No way. Can I trade your money? No way, man. No way, Jose. Can you play the crying noise for me? Yeah, sure.
Move.
That's how he's gonna sound after. That's how he's gonna sound after he does the math. Oh man. Yeah, and then just do then just add all that up, and once you got the profit number, then times that by 80%, and then that's the number. Because throughout that it was all with MFF, so they were paying 80%. What does it mean when it's consolidating? It means that price, it can't make a decision. It's just ranging, right? Like sometimes the consolidation is a tradable range. Like this one isn't too bad. It's like literally like a 50 pip range, but it's very choppy within that range. So notice how candles really can't make like a decision. Like especially if you look at the 1 hour, see how candles can't really make a decision, right? They don't know if they want to go up or down. And I always use the analogy of like if you're ever the third wheel, right, riding on a dinner date, and the couple's arguing in the car the whole time about where they want to eat. The guy wants to go here, she wants to go there. He's like, nah, let's do this. She's like, nah, we did that last week. He's like, let's do this. She's like, I don't like that. You know, I don't like that. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then you're in the back seat, just like, can y'all just like make a decision? Like, and so I'm hungry. Like, I want to go. It's TTE, man. You know, it's time to eat. And you're just waiting, right? So instead of being in the car, you just be like, yo, why don't you guys just bicker about this, make that decision, then pick me up next time, right? So that's the deal here, right? You don't want to be in the car with the arguing couple. You want them to finally make a decision on whether or not they want to go up or down, and then that's when you want to get picked up, right? It's like, save me from the argument next time and just pick me up when you know where you want to go. So when price is ranging, it doesn't really know where it wants to go. It's just arguing, bickering. We go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. But then once you get a candle that closes outside of those ranges, now you typically have a candle saying, okay, let's go here, and a decision has been made. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yep. Consolidation, candles printing sideways.
Good question. Gold's bipolar today. Gold's in a mood.
Oh, really? Really, Arnie? I don't trade future evaluation firms, but I thought that the monthly fee stops once you pass. I guess not.
What on futures?
Once you get one, yeah. It might be different for each firm.
Yeah, the New York Open hour change. Yeah, so that was so this is the NYSE Open coming up here in 5 minutes. So this is 9:30 a.m. now on the Eastern time. There you go, Casperino. He knows the analogy.
Yeah, Arnie, facts.
Top one CEO seems genuine. Yeah, and yeah, they are, bro. Trust me. I would rather do business with Top One than some of these other firms any day. Like I told you guys, I talked to quite a bit of owners, you know, and a lot of them were super sketchy. I'm like, who gave these guys a business license? Like they were pretty sketchy, you know. They smiled, right? But you can just see through it a bit, and you know, Top One of those guys were super genuine, super cool. Like, so yeah, that's why we did it, and it's working out for us, right? And everyone else is really dealing with a big headache. So we'll see. You know, Top One's still, you know, they're nowhere near as big as some of these other companies. So they've got a lot on their hands too, right? To be able to make this shift very swiftly and easily, and it comes with a lot of headaches, right? A lot of, in a way, pain and misery, you know, with a lot of impatient people as well. So it gets they all have a lot of pressure on them right now, all the funding companies. Yeah, we'll see who's able to weather the storm.
Mm-hmm.
What if the decision is wrong? Then you just take a loss and you move on to the next trade. You know, maybe you get caught in a fake out, or the probabilities don't play out in your favor, and nothing you can do about that. You were wrong. And sometimes you're wrong. How good can you be at being wrong?
You don't know what's going to happen next in order to make a consistent income in trading.
Literally.
That's what Mark Douglas says. So I'm going to listen to him and apply the knowledge.
Just like when you roll a die or flip a card, you do not know what's coming out of that hand, right? Same thing in your trading. But you have an edge that says, hey, most likely this could happen, but there's zero guarantee that it can happen. And once you become okay with that idea, that's when you will begin to get more mature and more professional in your trading, because now you don't care about the next trade, right? Because you don't care about the result of the next trade because it's completely random and it has nothing to do with you. Literally nothing to do with you. So don't beat yourself up over a loss, and don't think you're like Mr. King Kong, Mr. Tarzan when you win, because it ain't got nothing to do with you. All you have done is followed a systematic approach that gives you a higher probability than a lower one. That's it.
Yes, sir. By accepting the randomness of your trading outcomes, you can achieve consistent results. Mark Douglas'
Super
words,
random.
not mine.
Yep. Yep, super random. So like, what's not random is the year though, right? The bigger picture. The bigger picture is where it's going to play out. The randomness comes in the next trade. Right? The bigger picture is, what do we have? We have 124 wins with 42 losses and 4 break evens. That's the bigger picture. So And what did we do? We did the same thing on every trade. We just followed the plan, right? We followed the plan. We followed the idea of the trade, right? We planned the trade the plan, and that's it. And those are the results you can end up with. But if you're looking at just, you know, the next trade and you're going to let that bum you out, then it's tough to get those long-term results that way, because you continue to switch strategies, switch ideas, and you begin to skew the numbers on the probability, right? And you don't let the numbers play out in for your favor.
Yep. Because what is an edge, right? An edge is just a higher probability of one thing over the other, right? So that's all you know, right? So if you execute on the edge every trade you take for a whole year, every trade you take is the edge, you're gonna have a high probability, right, to win if that's what an edge is. So that's all we got.
Either. All right, we got a new 30 here. So 30-minute candle closed, and you could take buys here, like you could, but it's just not pleasing to me, right? Just resistance, resistance, resistance. I'm staying out of this range today.
4 hours bearish too.
Don't trade the chop. Don't trade the chop. Damn, I wish we can get on the soundboard.
Literally a 10 pip wick fill.
That was on IG, I think, or was that on YouTube? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Hey, we got the pod dropping tomorrow, chat. We got I recorded 2 podcasts recently. One of them drops tomorrow.
So mastery of life, those are things you want to know before you even execute the trade, right? You're asking where to put your stop loss and TP. The professional trader, right, when his edge presents itself to him, he doesn't think about if it's going to win or lose, but he thinks about his stop loss, right, his risk, what his stop's going to be, and his TP. Then he executes, right? So take this as a lesson now, that before any trade you take moving forward, that you know exactly where your stop loss is and where your TP is and how you're going to manage the trade. Because you got to know these things.
Actually, I think the pod drops Wednesday, not tomorrow. You need some advice on stop loss and TP? Go look at our prior trades, and you will see how we manage trades, like how we plan our trades out, specific like parameters in that trade, and how we have everything calculated before we ever end up even entering into the trade. So you'll see stop loss, you'll see TPs, you'll see partial TPs, and all that good stuff. I said tomorrow, yeah, my bad. Wednesday. I don't know. I keep forgetting the days and all that. What days what? Yeah, this is it right here. On ASFX. Oh, who's this guy? Hey, there he is. Yeah, right here. It's going to be on the 13th. So what's today? Today's the 11th? Yeah, so Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah, I'll share the link with you guys. Yeah, there's the link. If you guys want to watch on Wednesday, it's going to premiere. I think it's going to premiere at like NY Open too. It's a good one. It's a good one. NAS moving down here. Very good. Yeah, this is where we wanted to take sells below here. So if you get a closure below, not looking too bad. Unfortunately, the last 30-minute candle closed bullish above, so there was nothing there for me. But yeah, if we do get a closure now, it looks really, really good. I would definitely be down to take this sell. So fresh and so clean. I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
Yes, sir. NAS looking clean. Had the little pullback. Now we come back down. Ooh, we coming for them 4-hour highs. Let's see. If we start to break those 4-hour highs, we can see gold start to come up now. Yeah, 4-hour also closed very weak, bearish candle. What up, Akash? What's up, man? Yep. There's the 4-hour highs.
Yeah, this makes sense here at 9:30. You'll probably push up and not close above. Oh, late. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Why is there chalk in my... These damn kids, man. Push up in the range was so good. Yeah. Yeah, you figured that would happen, but a lot of resistance there for me. 9:30 bringing the dynamite. All right, NAS up too now. NAS went down, now moving up on the open. Four-hour high has been taken out. Nice. I want to start Forex. Start. Start it up. Where do patterns like shoulders, bull patterns? No, I think they all play. I think price action is always going to be price action. So I think it plays out in crypto as much as it does in Forex and stuff. Yeah, I really don't trade those, but I still see them play out here. What gold do there? Nice. $5K win, let's go. Racha. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I like this move. I don't mind not being in it though, because of this nasty range. I understand that volume comes in at 930 and that could move up, but just not the greatest trade. It's not really a tradable range too. Not the best.
It's 50-50. Because I've seen plenty of times too, volume not do that, you know, and reject those areas and continue to consolidate.
Consolidate. Later, Racha. Racha. Nas scared me. Yeah, Nas a bit crazy on the open. 930 here. So we gave that candle a top wick. We'll see what happens now. 30-minute candle still open. Flip bullish. Broke the lows. Broke the highs. Very interesting. Oh, nice, nice. Wick entry, eh? Quick scalp. Dope. Quick scalp. Yeah, you really need a closure below to go down. Otherwise, like I said, the daily candle still has no top wick there. So, like, at any point, this whole candle can pull back and make that top wick there. Break 4-hour highs and all that. Every time my stop loss get hit, what to do? Take the opposite trade. Just take the opposite one. If you're thinking it's a buy, just hit sell. And then it'll hit your target. Either that or you gotta hit the drawing board, you know? You gotta go back to the drawing board and just see what's going on. You know, what you're doing wrong, or maybe it's probability, maybe not. Yeah, just keep practicing. That's the first question. That's a really good question. You know, now you just got to examine, hey, every time my stop loss gets hit, why? You know, what am I doing? What's going on here? And then that's where the beginning of knowledge comes, right? And then you start seeing, hey, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What tweaks do I have to make? What adjustments should I make here? And then you'll be well on your way to achieving all your dreams and goals, man. Maybe I'm gambling, that's why. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Word. That's good to know.
There you go. Check the chart for stream. All right, cool. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Let me pull it up. Let's see. So, okay, so previous daily candle closed bullish. We're bullish for the day. Current daily candle has no top wick. Still, okay. Current daily high, perfect. Where's the 4? It's a playbook setup, celery. Okay. And we are following the trend but I noticed when the current daily and no top wick. Yeah, so that's why you really want to. Oh yeah, I see what you mean here. Yeah, that's where you can say, hey, when there's a probability that the celery won't work in certain times, right? Because the probability has what, about like a 88 to 90% probability that you'll win on a celery play, but that's not 100%, right? So you got to say, hey, what happens? Is there any clues that I could find when it doesn't work out? And then you look towards this and you go, you know what? Every time the daily candle's bullish and we never made a top wick, I get faked out on the celery, right? So now you begin to notice that over and over again. So now moving forward, you don't take that trade, right? Or you go really low risk on that trade, just to, if you want to take it. So that's a really good, good, a good job at really figuring this out and pinpointing that. Now you have to study it, right? So now you study it over and over when you see this, and you begin to collect data, and that data will give you everything you need. But I do agree with you here. This does happen sometimes when there is no top wick. It'll come up to make a top wick and then potentially close bearish again, right? Which will pretty much create a resistance, right? So now you got your top wick, and now the next candle, will probably move down, right? So yeah, great job at pointing that out. Really good, really good. Who was this? AJ. Yeah, good job, AJ. You're really growing, man. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but you're really growing. I'm really seeing a lot of improvement with you, and that's you ask good questions. You come up with really good ideas. You're well on your way to crushing this thing out the park. So W.
That looks good too.
That's what it's about. It's about progression. It's about continuing to learn and grow and become. You're never going to have it all together. There's always going to be things like that you're going to, put your finger on in the market and be like, why? Like one of the best questions to ask in the world is why. Right? Why does that happen? Why is that happening? Why doesn't it work? Why didn't it not work? Good questions to ask.
And dude, that's the real prize, right? Like the journey's the prize, not the destination. Everyone looks at the destination for the prize, but the journey is really the prize and where you want to be, right? Because in the journey is where you become that type of person who achieves those goals. So let's get it.
Yeah. I'm a big boy. All right. He's a big boy. AJ, the building. Yeah, sometimes I'd be like, yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. And it's like, I don't even know. I could be talking to a chick, to a girl. But yeah, I said that same thing with one of the new elite members. It's like the destination is everything, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy the highs, enjoy the lows. Like there's so much value in the valley too that most people, they don't capitalize on. And that's why they remain there. You got to capitalize on that. There's so much value in the valley of your life. You just got to be looking for the value instead of blaming and criticizing, condemning, and looking at things in a pessimistic way. You got to flip the switch, man. You got to be optimistic. Right? That way you can learn from the journey, because everyone thinks, hey, everything's going to be so awesome once I get there. Trust me. Don't work like that. All right, so yeah, so it looks like we're trying to poke out of this range now here. Let's take a look at NAS. NAS back down and broke the highs here. So if you get a closure on NAS now, you got your range to sell anyway, and we'll look to take sells in this pretty clean range here. Got a decent range, or not we, but I'll look to do it. And for gold, you just need a closure above on this bullish day here. Will we continue up? Yeah, go back to like 8. I think it was 8:17 or 8:15 or something too today, chat. We talked about an idea that I've been studying for probably the last couple months when it comes to range 2 and stuff like that. So when you have time, I think it was like 8:15 today. We were talking about that concept there. Thanks for the chart you shared. Save the picture. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, all you guys that share charts, we appreciate you guys, especially all you guys that share your losses. A lot of you guys only like to share your wins, and we really don't care about your wins, right? I mean, we're happy that you're winning, but we want to see like things that people can learn from, because if you're taking that loss, there's a lot of other people taking losses like that too. You're not the only one, so you know, people can learn from it, which is really good. Jordy, live trading gold. Jordy, you guys seen The Wolf of Wall Street? Jordy. Do I do copy trading? Nah. You guys can copy my trades. I don't recommend it. I don't think you guys should copy my trades. We suck at trading. Over the last year, we got 24 wins, 42 losses. So we're not good traders at all. So don't copy our trade. Just come here and learn from our mentality, and then go do your own thing with it. But if you want to take our trades, you can. You know, I'll show you guys when I'm taking a trade, but it's completely up to you if you want to take it. But we suck at trading, man. So just be careful.
Yeah, just for yourself too. You don't want to you don't want to count on someone else to make you money, right? You want to count on yourself to do that for yourself. So make sure you know your stuff. Make sure you're learning, developing skills.
You want to copy the other guy on social media who tells you he has a 99% win rate. Copy him, man. Best of luck to you. Hook up to his EA while you're at it. 1,500, man, not a bad deal. You can make money forever, hands free. Oh man. Oh wow, yeah, NAS moving back down a bit here, and gold trying to close above.
See NAS year.
The $4,000 indicator.
May have to throw a nice little mini contract on NAS. See?
Little mini, how you doing?
How you doing?
We got an EA. It's only 4K. You can make money hands free for life. No, what makes you think this is going to stop working and next year we're going to have a new one? Why would you think that? Get on the application list, bud. Yeah, so this move up was in a way predictable, but it goes against my trading plan here today, because I told myself I will not trade within this range here today. So I'm happy it worked out. You know, I'm happy it blasted through all this resistance as well. And yeah, nice clean push there at 9:30.
Yeah.
Pastor George in the house. What's up, my friend? How are you? Good to see you.
Pastor George. Good morning.
Is there a particular reason why you don't trade crude oil? Nope. Nope, no reason at all. Just always like to trade gold. Hey, Pastor George, man, I missed you, bro. Where you been? Good to see you, brother. How's everyone? How's everyone doing? Have you found the switch from Forex to futures with the spreads and learning new pattern, apply skills? Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. The spreads have been amazing. There basically is no spread, which is really, really awesome because, you know, in Forex, like, you guys have seen me trade live, right? So you guys see me get like, it'll be like 3 pip spread, 3 pip slippage, in and out. You know what I mean? So like, when it's all said and done, you lost like 6 pips, 9 pips on your trade. You know, God forbid you're aiming for like 10 pips, you end up walking away with like 3. So it's been super cool. Like, I've really enjoyed the execution time, the no spreads, no slippage. I'm still learning the platform a little bit, so that's fine. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but other than that, long term, I really do like it.
Thanks. Yeah, I love it.
Yes, sir. What up, Ali Reza? Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good?
Ali Reza.
Have I taken a trade? Nope. I'm taking buys above 2182 400 after a closure, or I'm taking range 2 sells below 2196 440 after a closure. So none of that has happened just yet, but if and when it does, I'll take a trade. And same thing with NAS, looking for excuse me, closures below here. So if we get that, then you got clean traffic to the left, and we will take a stab at it. Good move up. As I said on the open of this candle, it's not a bad idea to take buys here because you'll most likely move up, you know. But as I just stated, my plan today on this Monday before CPI is to stay away from this range here and just wait for actual breakouts. So you're on Trado Vape now. Trado Vape? Yeah, man. Trado Vape, and I'm using Trading Joule instead of Trading View. Yeah. That's actually good. That's actually pretty good, man. I like that, Bam. Trading Vape and Trading Joule. That's what we're using these days. It's a little different, you know, it's the future. You got your Trading Joule open?
Trading Joule?
Yeah, man. Trado Vape. Trading Joule.
Trado Vape.
We do a little trolling. It's called.
That's funny.
I'm just messing. Do you have a video to trade futures? Nah, but I'll make one. I'm in the process of building out a really good mini course that's probably going to be more valuable than like courses that you'll end up spending like $500 to $1,000 on. I'm going to just put it up for free on YouTube.
Nah, man, futures actually very simple.
Huh?
Especially trading on Trading View.
All right. 1 minute for a closure here. Rejection. So remember we talked about this too, that we would probably move up and then not close above. That's probably what you'll see here. NAS looking like we may close below here though. That's futures for Trado Vape. Your presence is a blessing. Hey, thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your presence is a blessing. What up, Wick Fella? I like that name, Wick Fella. That's pretty good. Trading on TradingView though? Yes. Yeah. My bad. I joke around sometimes and I forget about the question. Yeah, trading on TradingView with Trade08. Yep. James, I would say more, yeah. I think more so it's futures, but I do see a lot of other ones coming into TradingView now. Let's go to Nilo. There he is. Oh, no wick here at the bottom. Damn, no wick on NAS and gold. Ooh, yeah, just closed below. There might still be a trade if we get a 15 closure back above, because you see how you got that resistance there. But as of right now, there's nothing there. That's the day. Peace. Not just kidding. Yeah, we might still get something on the next 15. We'll see about 10-15. If not, then we will.
Drops are massive, anyways.
Simple.
Arnie, what you doing later?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Arnie, that's funny.
Anilo's a Quaker? Nah, never that.
Nah, Nilo, you accept the randomness, right, of every trade outcome. You're chilling. Yeah, Chads, we got a lovely day ahead of us here in Tampa. I'm excited. Good AV Mike. You're liking C Trader? Nice. Yeah, I heard C Trader is better, way better than MT5. Yeah, no, a lot of people loving C Trader. That's what's up. Yeah, it's a nasty range on gold, man. Very nasty range. Huge rejection to the downside, huge rejection to the upside. Sideways candles, not that clean. Nice, Jimmy. Yeah, NAS closed with no bottom wick there. AB Mike, I didn't see any of the fights, but I heard they were good. My brother was watching them.
O'Malley gave the business, huh? Poirier
sir.
with the knockout too.
Yeah.
Everyone likes C Trader? That's good. That's good. MT5 gonna be quaking soon. MT5 gonna be quick. Quaking. When I think of the Quaker, I think of like a 14-year-old, like he's got like a jewel and a vape, and he's just like,
And a unibrow.
big old nasty unibrow, glasses on, like, let me type this real quick.
Smoking chemicals. Metal
15 years
chemicals.
old, 15-ish. Hasn't made $1 on his own in like ever.
His mom does his laundry.
Nasty, dirty boxers on the floor. Bowls of cereal, milk, leftover
my
milk
God, man.
sitting on the desk from 3 days ago.
Just
Oh,
thinking of
lit.
this kid makes you want to throw up.
That's what it looks like. That's what my image in my mind kind of brings me to. Sucking
Ugh.
on 2 joules,
Nasty, bro.
probably watching inappropriate things on the internet because he's got no self-regulation.
Damn.
No, it's not Anillo. Anillo's baking bread, baby. It's TTE, man. That boy baking bread.
Sucks. Anillo, are you a baker? Raz, what you about to grub on, dude?
TTE for Faraz, eh?
Eat.
By the way, AB Mike.
When's Ramadan? Isn't that coming up?
Yeah, now. Now. Not now, but right now. Time to fast, baby. Testing
Happy meal.
feature.
Bro, chill. You got the toys already, bro.
Gold make a fart. Yeah, you see? That's what I said, right? That we would move up, not close above, and now back in the range. Back in the range we go.
Alright, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow for CPI.
The only potential opportunity that I would see today was 9:30, but that was you know, that wasn't even.
That was like a
That
C
was
setup.
that was only because of the time.
Yeah.
Blessings to all you guys celebrating Ramadan. Enjoy it.
facts.
Enjoy fasting, getting close to the Lord. When you break that fast, though, don't break it with all this nonsense. Break it properly. Break it the way it's supposed to be broken.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I legit do Ramadan every day.
Me too. Get them dates out, man. Stop, LeGrand. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop the cat.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, and take your time while you're eating.
Breathe before you eat. Breathe. You know, you have to almost prepare yourself mentally before you eat. You got to get your breath work in. Some of y'all just be eating, wonder why you guys got heartburn, indigestion, can't move after. You're all like sitting on the couch looking like Pablo Escobar with his back in the couch and stuff. You got to prepare yourself for your meal, man.
Especially when you're fasting.
Barcode strategy locked in, baby. Let's go. 1 hour. Some of you guys, do you guys know the barcode strategy? Some of you guys may not know the barcode strategy.
Well,
Hey, if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're about to crack 33,000 here, man. 33,000. Can we do it today?
yo, Bam. Not the water part, but the food part for sure. Now, who you tell me I don't do stuff? You don't even know me, dog.
Hey, John, you don't do that, man. Who was that?
I think his name Bam.
Oh, Bam. Bam, Bam.
Bam. Bam, Bam. Bam inspires. Bam, you ain't inspiring me, dude.
I like Bam, though. I like Bam.
Nah, Bam, you're a cool dude, bro. God bless you.
Bam the man, baby.
Let's go, bro. We run it up this year, dude. This year is the year full of breakthrough for all of us. Let's run it.
Oh, I like that. Usman. I like that. I like that. Usman.
Nah, Bam, I'm trolling, dude. I'm just trolling.
Can you explain why not to take a trade on NAS when it closed with no bottom wick? Yes. So because this candle closed with no bottom wick, right? What we know about candles and what we've come to understand is that when a candle leaves a bottom wick, what it is it's leaving a range, right, for the next candle to fill. So that's why you guys hear the term wick fill a lot. Wicks don't lie, right? Raja coined the phrase wicks don't lie, and this wick represents that range. So it's a range for the next candle to fill. So that way when the next candle opens up, after it makes its own high, it will potentially come down to fill the range and make a new low, right, for the next candle to continue follow suit. But when you have a candle like the one you see here with no bottom wick, that typically means that there's no range. So what you'll see is you'll see the next candle move down a bit, but it's looking left and it's going, yo dude, where's the range? Right? Because we talked about in the boot camp how the range is like breadcrumbs. So it's like this candle goes down and then leaves a trail for the next candle to follow. So now this guy goes, dude, where am I going? You know, where do I go? And there's nothing, no information there for him. So what does he do? He turns back around and goes back to where he came from. So what does that look like? Like this. Boom. And that's typically when you see a fake out happen. Like that. So we'll see what happens here. It will most likely happen here. That will happen about 85% of times. The rest of the time, price can drive down. And the thing is, you never know which time it's going to respect the probability and which time it's not. So that's why it's always best to just stick with the probability, saying, okay, anytime a candle closes with no bottom wick, I won't take a trade on the next candle. I'll wait for that candle to close. So that way it gives me some more information. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Buzz Blab, yo, don't remind me of that, dude. My eyes are scarred from that day.
Yo, I don't even know what the comment says, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh man, let's call it a stream. All right, we'll call it here. Yeah, well, I'm still down to chill for a little bit, but yeah, I was gonna see if this 15 would close back above, but that ain't gonna happen here. My eyes are scarred, dude.
Shout out,
dude,
Bam.
That dude got like everyone, honestly, every streamer with that.
Honestly, forgot about that though until you guys mentioned it.
Me too. Barcode
Well,
strategy.
that was like
That was a minute ago. That's when we lived in the old crib
yeah.
still.
Yeah.
33K subs. Can we get it here today? Let's see how much we actually need. Oh, not that many more. Not that many more. Hey, that's what's up, Bam. I dig it, man. Good to have you here.
Sure. You're gonna be a stud, bro. It's beginning to learn a lot about candlesticks.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so if it closes with no bottom wick, you may get the celery play. Yes, but here's another thing. So what I've noticed, and I think we talked about this a little earlier, is that a lot of times when the celery play doesn't work, there's typically no wick on this candle here. And that could apply to the 15-minute as well. You see how there's no 15 wick there? So I've noticed that when our celery play doesn't work out, it typically looks like this, where you have no wick on that candle, and then it looks like a celery, but remember, the 1 hour still closed with no bottom wick as well. So why would it drive down? Right? So it just kind of comes down, breaks the lows again, and pops back up. So yeah, so that's one thing to note. Keep in mind, don't just blindly follow it. Go sample size that for yourself. Spend some time watching that move play out. But like I said, when we looked at our celeries and why or when they didn't work out, that's typically what we found to be the case. So as you guys can see, look, and my main deal here is not to come up here and be like, I'm a great trader, I'm the best trader in the world. My whole deal for creating this live stream was to really just show the progression of what it's like to trade, like how you can be hot for 15 months and then cool off and then get hot again. But as long as you follow systems and you continue to learn and grow, like you'll get to where you want to be. But you're always going to be learning, always going to be growing in this sport, man. It's never like, you never get to a point where it's like, I'm never going to learn anything again. You know, you can get to the point where you're like, yeah, I'm doing this, like I'm crushing it, but there's always going to be things to learn and grow into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. If while in a trade, candle close with no wick in that direction, that's a sign to exit or close partials or move stops to break even. It's just a sign that, you know, triggers you to say, hey, should I do something here? You know, should I manage something here? And that's it. There's no right answer on close the trade or close the partials or just take the risk off. It's really whatever you want to do or whatever you have kind of planned in the trade. Yeah. At what point do you move stops to break even? Let's talk about trade management real quick, since there's no trade available right now. So let's say we took a trade here, right? Let's say we took a sell, right? Let's just say we were waiting for a breakout or something, right? So you got a breakout, and let's take it off the 30-minute time frame. All right, let's pretend we're doing this, and this is our trade, and we say, okay, well, there's a decent range here. You know, you got like a 20 pip advantage point with the opportunity to fill the wick for like 70 pips, right? So let's say you get a breakout, and on any trade, you want to have a couple things in order, right? So you want to plan this trade before it happens. So how do we manage it, right? Well, you're going to need a stop loss, number one. Well, first of all, you're going to need an entry, right? So where's your entry, right? So let's say candle comes down, you know, and then begins to make a top wick, and we say, okay, we're going to enter right here on the break of the candle low. So you got your entry. Now, where's your stop loss going? So anytime you can, you want to use at least the previous candle highs, right? So now we know, okay, our stop loss, we got it. Now, once we're in this trade, right, we can see price moving down, and this is what we're visualizing and anticipating, is that at the break of that low, we should move down and, you know, eventually go ahead and make our way down to this area down here, right? Now we have to look left, and we have to say, okay, if we believe that this is going to happen, if we look left, if there is going to be any sort of interruption, any sort of turbulence where it can hold price up and invalidate this idea, where would that be? So looking down, you're pretty clean up until right around this point right here, right? So as you come into this point, if your trade is going to reject from anywhere, it's going to reject from right there. So this area here now has to be highlighted, and this has to be an area in which we like to call the advantage point, right? And again, this is about 25 pips. So right around 25 pips or so is where you want to make a decision, right? And you can either move stops to break even, close partials, or just, you know, do nothing or close full, right? So you got your entry, you got your stop loss, you have your TP, and then you have your advantage point, right? Your AP. So these are the four things in which you should really have together before you ever take a trade. Where's my entry? Where's my stops? Where does this trade become invalid, right? Where's my TP? What am I targeting? And if this trade comes into any sort of turbulence, where can that happen, right? Where's my advantage point? And then these are the things that you want to mark off. So stops, entries, TP, advantage point. And that's it. Right? And then that's your plan for if you go in profit. And then you have to have a plan for if price turns around on you, right? So maybe if this candle closes back above the range, you close half, or maybe if this high breaks, you close half, right? So all these things want to be settled into your brain before you ever enter this trade, because once you put that trade on, you will now begin to operate off of emotion, right? So if you can have this system in place before ever entering, now you can remove your emotions in a way to a certain degree and focus on the trade that you planned, right? So that way you plan your trade and you trade your plan. So does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And you can use this concept in every single trade you take. Where's my entry? Where's my stops? What is my full target? And then where do I have to make a decision along the way, right? And then this right here would be that point, right? If your trade's going to reject from anywhere, it'll most likely be this support or that wick, right? And that's why you have a target here and a target here. Cool. And at this point right here, that it doesn't mean you have to close, right? Because if we don't reject it, what do? We push through it, right? So you don't have to close. You don't have to do anything here, but you do want to be aware of it, right? And you can say, okay, I'm not going to close anything, but what I am going to do is I'm going to, let's say, take my stops, right? And I'm going to move my stop loss. So if I'm targeting here, once we come into this range here, I'll just move my stops to break even. That way, if price does want to hit this point here and begin to turn around, you don't lose any money, right? You get stopped out at break even. So that's how I like to plan my trades and you know, go about when to exit, when to enter, all that good stuff. And then you also want to have that plan for if price closes against you, right? So let's say you get down to this level here, right? Let's say you get, let me erase a few things so it's not too confusing, right? Let's say your price starts coming down towards this range, right? To your advantage point. And, you know, let's say it comes down, let me remove this. Right? And it almost gets there, but it doesn't, right? Let's say you were like 18 pips in profit. This is like a 25 pip area, and then we start to reject. So you didn't get a chance to close anything or move stops to break even. What you can do, and what you'll see me do a lot moving forward, is as this candle flips, right before you go back into negative, just close half. Close half. So let's say you're risking 2%, right? You close half at break even. Now you're risking 1%. Right? And if your stops are sitting up here, hold on. If your stops are sitting up here, then what you can do now is you can not only close half, but move your stop, right? So bring your stop down to the current candle high, because if if you come up and break that high, this candle will most of the time end up closing back in the range, looking something like this or whatever, you know, and then moving on up to hit your full stop, right? So you can close half your position, move your stops from 1% now all the way down to here, and now you don't even lose 1%, right? Because you chop that in half and you end up losing, like, let's say 0.5% to test that idea. And that's it. You know, you have a plan. You have a plan for if price goes for you. You have a plan for if price goes against you, and then you literally just execute.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Take profits slowly, take losses quickly.
Yeah. So one thing that you'll see me work on a lot is really applying this risk management, like when price goes against me, to my trades. Because the only flaw I would say that I have is typically letting losers go too long, right, and not cutting them too quick. So that's one thing I'm working on too this year as well, in the early part of the year. So yeah, so hopefully that helps in terms of like trade management. Very quick lesson, but this stuff is very important, you know. And this is what I love to talk with the elite members about and really go one-on-one together and talk with them, because there's a lot to talk about here, right? We get a little bit, I can share a little bit on the live stream, but it moves, you know, there's a pace to the live stream. But when we get one-on-one, or if you guys come to our boot camps, you'll hear us talk about this in depth. Any questions? Any questions on that? Are you trading prop firm with futures? No, I'm just trading my own capital right now. Clip it. Clip it. Let's clip it.
No, that one concept is really good. I like that one for the people. For those are for like the type of traders who want to still be in it, but also don't want to lose.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And then like, what about So let's say now price doesn't break that high, right? And this trade lasts. So this is an opportunity where you could potentially give add your position back, right? So let's say now you have that low, and now we fail to break that high, right? We come up, but we don't break the high, and then we re-break that low. That's an opportunity for where you can add this half back onto the trade. So this half that you cut originally, and now you can go back into this trade with 2% worth of volume, if that makes sense. Or you can not add the trade back, right? You could just go and let your half position run down into this range, like, and then the same thing, close your partials or go break even there, and then let the trade run. You know, typically if I close half here and don't add anything back, I will just move stops to break even here, not close anything, and just let it run and see if it'll go. If you have questions on that, let us know. If not, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but there are details to it as well, like minor details. Yeah, another concept we could talk about real quick, because I do love this move here. Before we wrap it up, because I'm trying to think, gold is no bueno. NAS is still working here. There's 3 minutes left on the closure. The only way now I take positions on NAS is now I need a bearish close, right? On the next, what is this, 30-minute or 15-minute candles? Now we got a new range, right? A new resistance, and then we can finish the job here, moving through that range. But other than that, I don't want to take it because I've already learned lessons. I've been burned on the celery play when there's no wick. So 9 out of 10 times this won't work, but 1 out of 10 times it will. So today may be the day it does. You never know. You never know. Took screenshots. Nice. Don't forget to like the stream, chat. Yeah, there you go. Like it up. Is it me, or was there like almost 4,000 people here a little while ago?
No, there was.
Yeah, right. I thought I might have been looking at a different stream. I'm like, am I playing an old stream? Yeah. So another thing too, right? Let's take a look. Let's say this is the 4-hour chart here, right? So let's draw a little box. Let's draw a little box here. Do a quick little teaching. All right. Let's say that this is the 4-hour chart. So you got, let's talk about candles broken down, right? So you got a 4-hour chart here. And let's say that the previous 4-hour candle closed bullish, right? And we're looking to take buys on the next candle, right? So our vision is that the next candle will make a bottom wick, right? And then move on up, right? So that's our vision. That's what we're visualizing. But we don't have that yet, right? We just have a simple 4-hour closure. So what does that 4-hour close look like? So let's talk about the 30-minute time frame, right? So you have 30-minute candles that move up like this, right? Move up, and then you have a candle now that pulls back. So that's your 4-hour, right? 1 hour, 2 hour. Oh no, we need one more. hold on, 2 more actually. So 30, 1 hour, 2 hours here. Let's say you got one more bullish candle. Let's say it begins to hesitate. All right, so that's 2 hours. And now you got 2.5, 3. And let's say this is kind of like your 4-hour close. Right? So these are 30-minute time frames. So remember, 4-hour time frame over here, 30-minute right here. 30-minute. Or we could even call it like the 15. Let's say 15 30-minute time frames, right? So what do we see here now? Well, we see a bit of a range, right? So what do we see? We got a 4-hour close. There's a wick here. So this is your low here, which is represented by this low. Then the body of the candle moved up, right? This is your move up. And then it pulled back, right, to leave a wick. So this is your pullback. So now what are we expecting? We're expecting the next candle to make a bottom wick and drive up. So what does that typically look like? Well, you'll have, let's say, a bullish candle here, right? That just maybe does nothing. And then you will get candles to move down to make that 4-hour bottom wick, right? So now what do you have? You have a new range here. All right, let me switch the color. So you begin to form a new range, right? And then let's say now candles come back in. Oh. Come back in the range. And just chop around, right? So now what are we doing? Well, we see a fake out. We're bullish on the 4 hours, so we're not going to take any sells because we understand that this fake out right here on the 30-minute, 15-minute time frame, all that is this bottom wick being formed on the new 4-hour, because we don't want to take sells. We want to take buys anticipating that the next candle is going to run up, right? We want to be a part of this overall bigger move here. So what are we going to do now? Now you got candles ranging, so we wait for a candle to close outside of the range, right? Ideally with a support here. And this is how we take our trade. So whenever we say, hey, we're waiting for a breakout and there's clean traffic to the left-hand side, this is what we mean, right? That we're anticipating this move to happen. So let me break this down for you. This right here, right? See this wick fill? This is a 4-hour potential wick fill. This wick is represented, so you got this wick here, and it's represented by these bearish candles. So that's why we always say we're probably going to retest the resistance, right? We're probably going to retest the high, because what does that mean? That means that we're anticipating the 4-hour to fill the wick, right, on the left-hand side. And then if we break it, we should continue moving up. So that's why we're always looking for that. And let's say you got this to the left-hand side too, like nice clean ranges coming down. Like this, right? And you have an overall target up here. And this is your advantage point. So you got your advantage point, which is that resistance, right? This guy right here, which is your wick fill on the 4-hour chart. And if we want to break these highs, that means that we're breaking the wick and we should come up. And then that's where you typically see your target. So this move on the 4-hour right here, as I fill this in, right here, that right there is typically our trading candle, right? Our move up to retest that high there. So anytime that we're looking at this concept, this is what we're doing. So you can understand, why are they doing that? If it's going down, why would they want to go up, right? Because you have to understand how to break down candles, how to break down a 4-hour, how to break down a daily time frame, and understand what these things look like and how they operate on the lower time frames, meaning like the 30-minute, 15-minute, and then that's how we plan out our trades, right? So what would we have here? If we were taking a trade, we would say, okay, well, our stops are going to be kept below here, right? So we got our stops. Let's do it, right? We got our stops. Where's our entry? Where's our TP? Where's our advantage point? Right? So we got our stops. We got our entry. Let's say it's somewhere over here. We have our advantage point, right? So stops, entry, advantage point, and this is going to be our target. And that's it. That's the game. So you can show up every day and do this. And this will typically work best on, let's say, 15/30-minute time frames. Simple concept. This concept right here created financial freedom for me. Right here. Telling you, pay attention. This is good stuff. This right here allowed me to say to my wife, honey, you ain't got to work anymore. You don't need a job no more. So yeah, so take good notes on it because this is all we do. When a candle closes back in the range but still far from your stop loss. I'm trying to understand that question. When a candle closes back in the range but still far from your stop loss, you go with closing half. Yes, because most likely the candle will move up in that range, right? If it's closing back in that range, then it will most likely move up in that range at that point. So that's when I want to take like risk off the table and, you know, say, you know what, maybe I'm wrong about this trade. And I'd rather be wrong here versus on my full stop pretty much. And these are lessons that you learn, right? So these are lessons that I've learned through hitting stops, right? Hitting full stops. So there's nothing wrong with anything, right? Everything is good. You guys got to understand that everything is good. Even when you think it's bad, it's still good because it will teach you things, right? How do you expect to learn if you just, you know, you're just amazing at everything, right? These are the ways that we learn. What do you say if you do ICT? I have no idea. 1 minute scalps, I'm not too sure. I never trade the 1 minute. It's probably amazing. 1 minute is probably phenomenal. It's probably better than the 30, but I don't do it. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute charts, they're all tradable. It's just I've never collected data on those time frames, therefore I don't use them. And anytime I do attempt to collect data, I don't like it. So I stick with these ones.
All right, bro. I think I'm gonna head out of here.
All right, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. I'll see you later or tomorrow or.
Yeah, bet. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Give you a call or something.
Bet. Sounds good.
All right, bet. All right, chat. Peace. Have a good day.
Later, Gator.
Talk to you later, bro. Peace.
So yeah. So any questions on this concept? This is big, man. This is our strategy, right? This is our system. We look at the higher time frames to anticipate the move on the lower time frames. Trading made simple, man. It really honestly doesn't get more enjoyable and more simple than that. And this right here at the end of it all, right? It should give you, let's say, about a record that looks something like this. Something like that. Right? Now, can you handle those 42 losses for those 124 wins? Right? Because losses are going to come. There's going to be some times where you see this, everything oh my God, this is perfect. This is exactly what Nick drew out the other day. 4 hours bullish. It made a bottom wick. We got a fake out. Everything's lining up perfectly. And guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? For some strange, odd reason, price going to tap you in and stop you out. Don't ask me why. It just happens. It's called probabilities. Right? So you can have no one takes a trade expecting to lose. Right? You're not looking at this like, yeah, I'm going to take this buy even though I think it's going to fake out and drop all the way down and stop me out. Right? That's never the case. Right? So you just have to understand that this concept here that you're looking at will only happen, let's say 25% of the time, 25-30% of the time. The rest of the time, example number one will happen, which will be 75, like 80% of the time. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to handle the losses. Yep, you should be. You should be. As long as you're trading properly like a professional, you should be able to withstand it, not only in your account, but in your mental capacity, right? In your mindset. In a nutshell, wait for 15 to create support for a bullish 4-hour move up at 9 a.m. Yeah, or 9:30. Yup, 4-hour move is support and resistance, upper low. Yes, pretty much. Because anytime price is moving up, let's say, and it makes a high here, in a bullish trend, it will most likely move down, either give you an onion to move up, or it'll move down, consolidate, and then give you a breakout to move up and retest the high. So that's it. It's a very, very simple concept, but very effective. Very, very effective. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. So NAS back up, gold. Yeah, nothing there on gold. Like I said, you're going to range here pretty much all day. Like, this is predictable. If you guys have sat through enough CPIs at this point with us, you guys know that this is pretty much the day. You know, the only okay trade here today, in my opinion, was at 9:30, simply just because you created support and you had 9:30 the time, right, where volume comes in. But it just wasn't enough for me today to actually get in where you're in the range, you're in this pre-CPI range, you got resistance, it's not A+, but that's the only okay idea I think that that really showed up today. What's my opinion on gold right now? I think we're just in the range. So what we're gonna do is bounce through here. So if you're trying to scalp the range, I think it's a scalpable range, right? But it's not for me, you know, especially where we're at. If you close back above, right, then that's when you may have the opportunity to take more buys here on gold. But you need a closure above. Or I need a closure above, and then we could probably move pretty smoothly there. Yeah, but I think we're going to call it a day here. I think that's about it. I'll probably be on the charts for maybe a little bit longer, not too much today. Today's Monday, so just going to hang out, get the day started. I'll look here and there, but that's pretty much my thoughts. Leaving you guys here is just NAS not going to touch today, and gold possibly if you get a closure back above. So yeah, so I think that'll be the day. We'll leave it there. A lot of information here today. Hopefully you guys took some notes, and if you do have any questions about it, ask them on the next live stream or try and catch up with us in the Discord. But that'll be it, my friends. So happy Monday to you. Hope you guys have a wonderful one, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Let's get it. Love y'all. W's on the way out here today. If you had a good day and you're expecting a good one tomorrow, I'll catch y'all, man. Later.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in
there you go.
Work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it.
There you go, Louis G.
Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for
love y'all. Be blessed. Later, gang.
I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline. Put them back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick tock, turn it to a tick boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff. Probably thought it was a bluff till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Whoa. It's all God.